Hey everybody, welcome back to Gaming on Geek Street. Here we are, episode 2. I'm your host and GM, Mike Dukes. And if you've watched episode 1, and I mean, really, why wouldn't you? And actually, if you're here for episode 2, you probably should watch episode 1. Probably a good idea. You're probably thinking, episode 1 was okay, but it had a hollow victory feeling at the end. They didn't really get the bad guy. You're absolutely right. There are reasons for these things. One of the things you'll notice about the Curse of the Crimson Throne campaign in particular, there are some twists and turns that are a little unexpected, and then I've made it a point kind of delving into the players' characters' backgrounds to add to that, to add even a few more twists and turns. But if you're curious about why I veered right instead of left, it seems, or if you were certain some certain thing was going to happen and then it didn't. Anyway, if you want any behind-the-scenes info, I'm starting a Patreon. I'm going to throw videos for behind-the-scenes stuff, videos on how I converted the campaign. That'll be an ongoing series of videos, obviously. If you want to know what's going on our Facebook group in between games, what kind of role-playing and whatnot's happening there, that'll be on there. Original art that I create for the major NPCs of the game, those will be on there. Access to the main episodes probably 2 or 3 days before they actually drop on YouTube. Just stuff like that. So why a Patreon? I own a lot of the equipment that we use, the lights, one of the cameras, the audio recorder, but like the mics, a couple of the cameras are on loan or borrowed, which is part of why there are some camera failures and audio failures in the first few episodes. I would love to get our own stuff, and I would love to get our own studio. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but if you want to help us try and get to that goal, hit up that Patreon. I would very much appreciate it. But that out of the way, admittedly, episode 1 had kind of a hollow victory feel at the end. I can tell you without a doubt, this episode, we light a fire under things. And you're going to notice, episode 2, moving forward, the speed and the tempo is enhanced, increased. I mentioned at the intro of episode 1, episode 1 was meant to be a little introspective, a little somber, a little dark maybe. I mean, we started with a funeral. And then it was just a matter of, new characters, new game, new group of players, all kind of trying to get their feet underneath them. So it's going to move a little slow. But you're going to start to see things speed up quite a bit. You're going to see some very interesting characters. And I admit I complain about all the NPCs, but in all reality, I love it. I love doing the voices. My dog probably thinks I'm nuts because when I'm in the basement working out or something, I'm usually trying out new voices, so I'm fairly certain my dog thinks I'm insane. But you'll have that. I'm fairly certain I am not alone as a GM in that boat. But I think that is it to get you ready for episode 2. It's a fun one. And I can tell you episode 2 and episode 3 have some pretty quotable moments. Going back and editing these, I was laughing. It's a good time. So have fun. Enjoy the adventures of, they've not yet called themselves the Fresh Brew Crew, but it's coming. Have fun. Hey everybody, so recap from last week. If you recall, you charmed a dog.
I mean, they find me delightful.
Udafira almost got stabbed to death. Gaedren pancaked a couple of people. Margot realized that sling stones can do some damage with acing dice, and also to steer clear of him when he's swinging at a spider that's on his face. But unfortunately, it would appear that the man you were all there to take out or seek justice from, Gaedren Lamm, escaped.
That was devastating, especially because I felt it was my fault. I was the one that was like, hey, let's go get, I thought we were taking this shortcut, the way it was just, the kids had described it. I thought, hey, we're going to get on this guy real quick, find him, and we'll finally, and then to watch him like row off into the darkness, devastating. Hated it. It really did. I couldn't get the job done. The inventory, all screwed up with the fresh brew now. I'm going to have to fix that.
But you saw someone that you're assuming was him cursing and taking a skiff off into the night. And by the time you all were able to get your own skiff and get everyone ready and good to go, he had disappeared into the night. So there's quite a bit of disappointment hanging in the air. But you've no idea what he left behind. And you in particular, when you and Udafira went down into the little realm with the alligator, there was a door, and you sensed something from behind that door. A magical, almost your hair standing up on the back of your neck. So right now, you're all in a skiff on the water. You can see the large ship and the fishery itself. The moon is hidden behind clouds, and your quarry has disappeared into the night. What would you like to do?
Sure, sis.
I think we should go back. There's no point in keep going because we have no idea where he went. I think we should go back and see what we can find. See if we can rustle up anything.
Yeah.
I dislike him immensely. He fills me with great displeasure, and I hope his boat sinks.
Wow.
And the sharks get him.
That's pretty strong. Yeah.
And he gets poisoned.
Spiders.
Yeah, lots of spiders.
Well, I mean, he had a bunch of children working for him, so maybe that got straightened out, or they're just unleashed on the city now, and will go about doing whatever they do. There's various complications that might arise from our actions tonight. All right. However, as pointed out, the facility itself should be cleared out, and I believe that anything that we can take from him is an asset that he won't have at his disposal, and those assets can be used by us to bring him to justice. So let's go collect assets. So much better than saying looting.
You two, I believe, or was it just you on the oars? As you're not exactly a shipman at all. So getting this thing turned around is somewhat comical until you remember, oh yeah, because you see the shark fin break the surface of the water and go back down. And it's not coming near your boat, it's staying on the underside of the fishery, which is where you're going.
What? Is there another section of the shore that we could go to? And maybe we can circle back around to the building?
Sure.
That way we don't have to worry about the shark.
I will help him steer as best I can.
So as Udafira is on the
One little
on the
dome.
bow, pulling her best George Washington. So it takes some time.
Let's get right behind Gargan. Stroke! Stroke! Stroke!
With the aid of your friends, or perhaps despite it, you finally do get the skiff partially turned. It may. You're all looking and pointing. No, right there. I get it. Good. Okay,
We're going to
we'll
go
over
around
here.
whether we wanted to or not.
But eventually, he does break shore. You got to clamber up the rocky shoreline. But you're out of the water.
Ooh. Good job, buddy. Excellent. Good biceps.
Master rower.
And look at the moon. It's a beautiful moon tonight. Look at that.
That's
See?
it.
Gorgeous night. Nice breeze. Great view.
Why are you looking at the moon when you could be looking over here?
Well, I was looking at something that was pretty.
He doesn't seem to appreciate my art, my performances, and so I just don't really appreciate him.
Good.
I want to look around and check out our surroundings and see what's left around the outside of the building where we are.
Well, there is a demolished half-orc lying on the ground.
Oh.
Most everything else that you dealt death to is still within the fishery itself.
Did we collect assets from?
I know Gagarin grabbed the stick that the wizard man had that scarred up in front of his armor.
Do we check the gnome? I thought we checked the
Yes,
gnome. and
check
there
the
was
gnome. The only
nothing.
thing he really had on him was the kukri knives.
Okay.
Because he was dressed in an approximation to make himself look like yet another
Kid.
child, so that way he could blend in. He wasn't really carrying any pouches of money or anything. Doesn't mean it's not somewhere within the building, just
Right.
he didn't have it on.
As we pass by the broken and mutilated half-orc, is it? Did you do that?
The Gargan smash giggles.
All right. Maybe we should bring him in then,
I'm gonna take his flail
because that's gonna be bad for property values.
and then I'm gonna grab him and use him to draw it out, and that's where I'll just go straight to do that, what we talked about.
You gotta find your way to it.
He's just gonna walk where he remembered and drag this body with him.
Okay, so
Sorry, guys.
Are you feeding the shark?
No.
you mentioned that, and you just see a look of, if it were possible for a light bulb to appear above his head, it would.
Oh, so it's just a really dim torch.
I'm
Kind
so
of.
sorry.
Okay.
guys.
Kind of flickers a bit.
Gotcha.
But you just see this look of, you can tell he's gotten some kind of an idea in his brain, and now with vigor, he has grabbed the flail, what's left of the half-orc known as Giggles, and is just dragging the bloody pulp,
Into the building?
yes, very quickly.
The Gargan have plan.
Gagargan, buddy. But hey, I'll run to catch up.
You've now entered the front door.
Hey,
There's
hey,
a pancaked, oiled guy that
I
you
will follow.
Yeah.
I, just so you know, I'm not going to call upon anybody to help anybody or anything with alligators or crocodiles. If that's your plan tonight, it's not going to happen.
Gagarin
If you
seek
do this
justice.
thing I think you're about to do, then you're on your own with that one.
I'll lean down right into his face. The Gargan seek justice for children. And then I will do it.
I don't know what that means. So
He
all
goes
right.
through, he enters this first room, and again, you see what was the oiled muscle man just pancaked on the ground. He's a bloody pulp, worse than the half-orc.
Ugh.
He goes through a door, shoves a desk, just throws it with one arm,
Does it-
and you know, because the two of you went through the hole in the floor there, that there's an alligator down there.
Yep.
Unfortunately, they had to squeeze. There is no way Gagarin is going to fit through this 1 foot by 1 foot hole in the ground.
Gagarin will.
But you hear a slosh of water, and if you look just right, you can see there's a large hole in the floor with water there.
Gagarin will use his maul to make the hole bigger
I stand back.
Okay.
and draw. If he succeeds, then he will drop the body down to lure it out.
He drops Giggles, double hands that maul, and just starts pounding at the floors.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up.
You're all just going to back up and watch him?
There was a desk that he pushed out of the way.
I don't think
So I'm
we'll
going to
be able
start
stop
searching
it.
the desk and as well using it hopefully as cover from splinters and broken pieces of wood and whatnot. And I'm like, I just,
I'll search around the rest of the room in case there's anything else.
Yeah, and I'd like to just keep an eye out to see if any kids are still around or if anybody is coming our way.
Right now, it would appear all children are gone, and other than his he's making quite a racket. Luckily, it's inside the building, so it's not spreading outdoors as much, but still it's pretty loud. It's not someone with an axe cutting wood, it's someone with a maul smashing it. I'm not going to make you roll anything with your strength and what.
Okay.
It's just a matter of time.
I appreciate it. Once it's complete, then that's what we'll do.
Okay. The desk itself, when he tossed it, papers went flying everywhere.
yep, I need to go search through those. Time to start looking for clues.
Let me rephrase that. Not paper. Slate boards.
Okay.
Clattered on the ground.
It's a little more interesting, but okay.
They're all covered in chalk markings. Pounding away.
Other ways to do this. That alligator didn't do anything to you.
At a glance, you're going to guess that these slates are just covered with transaction records,
Okay.
addresses of customers, other accounting notes. It's listing. This is just for this month, but it would appear they are somewhat legitimate business, putting out those barrels of.
The chum and the horrible food?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what that appears to be related to, not cover-ups or kickbacks, protection rackets, nothing like that.
No, this would all appear to be above board.
All right, well, that I'll just stack, but I'll stack in a manner because they are slate so that, it's slated in a way that it doesn't erase or destroy any of the figures. So,
And there's a cabinet, kind of, I won't say standing against the east wall, it's more slouching. This whole building is about, you're going to guess, 3 years away from just starting to fall in on itself.
okay. Well, about 3 months now.
Yeah.
So, some structural supports might be a little loosened up, but all right.
Just the cracking, bursting, shattering of wood. It's all jagged now. You've not really made any effort to make a rounded hole, just a hole. But after about 5-10 minutes, you've got it big enough. You should be able to just easily drop Giggle's body down and just jump down yourself.
Well, what happens when I throw?
I mean, straight down is just wood floor.
Oh, perfect.
The opening to the water is off about 20
That's
feet.
what I'll do. I will use it to lure him.
He takes the Giggle's corpse, just drops it. So after all this,
How high up was that?
that's only about 10 feet.
Oh, okay. So, Kurt splat.
So yeah, after all that clattering sound, snapping of wood, now you suddenly hear as the ragdoll body hits the ground and what blood is left spews everywhere. Are you going to lower yourself down, jump
Yeah, 'cause
down?
I'm 8 foot, so yeah, I'll just lower myself down. How big is it?
You are a subtle creature, Gugurkin.
2 feet there, Clarence. Yeah.
The hole in the floor covers about a 25 by 20 foot square. So the majority of where you're at right now, this floor is taken up by that. And there are pilings that support the entire fishery coming up through the floor, going up to the ceiling. There are ropes hung between these and chains, and you notice a set of chains directly over the water with manacles.
So to tie him up on there and sling him out.
And the rest of you, while he is busy at work, what are you going to do?
Did I find anything else in the room besides the desk that he went through?
There's a cabinet. Hey, did you see that cabinet?
Okay, I would like to search the cabinet.
Hidden
Is that
behind
unlocked?
some broken wood from the floor that used to be in place.
The cabinet contains more of those slates, just previous months. They've just been storing it.
Okay, so nothing looks fishy.
No. In a fishery, that's fine. No, everything looks above board.
Does anything look like it's still owed? I haven't taken accounting yet, but by looking at the slates, can I see if there's anything that's past due, is owed, hasn't been paid yet?
It doesn't look like that, no.
That's too bad. I was going to clear some accounts.
But there is, from this room, there is, two other sets of doors. The one directly to your right would lead straight out to that side pier on the building.
Okay.
And then the other one was the one that she had gone out of and that all the children came out of. That leads out into the larger area with the second hole in the floor leading down to the water. The one where you faced off with the gnome.
Those are the only two doors, just those two?
In this room, other than the one you came through, yes.
Okay. Well, we don't need to see the pier.
I mean, it's a lovely night for a gaze upon the pier, but
I'm really
maybe
not
the
looking
time.
to relive my gnome issue.
I was there for you.
Yeah,
I had your back.
Thankfully. 'Cause it is rough.
I
Did
feel
we
like
search that room?
No, I don't
Margo,
believe
I
we
need you to
had
give me a
time.
notice roll.
Dun, dun, dun. Here we go.
And then,
You get to re-roll both.
do I add them all together?
No, take the higher of the two.
Okay. Wait,
10.
10.
Are you staying in the room with everyone else, or are you kind of...
Yeah, I've been kind of just trying to like keep an eye out.
I mean, he was doing really good business. Holy slates, holy cow. A lot of people were buying this crap.
Gosh, I think I'm
Disgusting.
noticing something.
Listen, you smell that?
You smell something?
You could have swore you just heard the scuff of a boot back in that room with the greased up dead guy.
I try to make eye contact with you, Fadira.
I mean, that's a lot of slates. They're making a lot of money here. And I'm being shushed for the second time?
Down below, you're hearing chains moving. And now you're starting, once the body starts, the blood hits the water itself begins to churn. And you see a set of eyes rise up with the snout of this alligator. And then it goes under. And then it roars up, breaks the water,
Okay, that's my opportunity.
snaps about from the legs up to the waist. And now it's shaking this thing. You guys, the floor is kind of creaking now. Because something is, you don't know if he's down there swinging. But yeah, there's a lot of clatter and the whole thing is rickety.
How big is it in comparison to me?
Oh, it's a big boy.
Ooh, equal size? Oh, yeah.
Chunky.
Can I reach it with my maw?
Sadly, you cannot, unless you take a leap.
No.
It's about 10, 15 feet out. So no matter the way the manacles, shackles were, they were dead center and above the water. So no matter what side you're on,
Can I pull the chains and bring it closer?
they're attached to ropes. So yeah,
That's what I'll do.
need a notice roll from you, please.
When it gets close, I will try to smash it with my maw and knock it onto the land.
trying to find my lucky one.
Oh.
8. And then, so I got to roll it again, right? Because the 8 on an 8 side.
Did you also add your wild die?
It's 4.
Oh, okay. Yes, eight is an ace, so roll again.
3. 11.
As she's doing this, you casually glance over at the doorway you came through, and in that outer room, you now most definitely saw a silhouette creep by.
The big silhouette or our size silhouette?
Big to you, human size.
That's what I meant. Like, I just want to know if it was our size or not. Then I will. Well, I guess he's making a lot of noise, so I'll quietly whisper. There's something.
Okay. I'll get my sling like ready.
I'm gonna. Was he coming? Was he going by or coming closer? Like which direction?
He was going by. You know that there were 2 other doors in the direction he was headed.
Okay, and then I'm gonna try to sneak back up to that doorway and see if I can see him. But don't get stabbed in the face.
Don't get stabbed in the face.
You peek around and you just see a leg as the person where the door is you're looking out of, about literally 5 feet over, is a second door.
Do I know where that door goes? Is it the one that goes to the pier or one we did not go in?
You know where you were fighting the gnome, that upper level that she came out on, the door she came out from. If you were to continue on, right above the big pool of slurry and fish guts, where that, I don't want to call it a pier, upper platform was, where it ended on that pool, there was another door. So you're going to guess that's probably that door, or that direction anyway.
Okay, well, somebody just ran through the doorway over here.
Let's go.
Lead the way. Gaedren, you really are on your own.
So we'll sneak down the
Oh
hallway.
no.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do,
Did I,
do, do.
did I go out the door first?
Yeah, she gets a high card, right?
I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Gaedren,
Yes.
you're trying to take Gobblegut's food away from him.
Okay.
There's some lovely names in this game.
Okay.
Giggles, Gobbleguts.
Okay.
Here's this alligator has some food aggression. They didn't socialize him well.
You got a Queen of Hearts. Gobblegut got a 9 of diamonds. So you bring the manacles and the body along with the alligator. It's shaking.
All right.
So the whole you got an iron grip on this rope, but he is shaking. His body is actually kind of flying close to you.
I'm gonna let go and pick up my maul and try to hit him in the direction of like the wall or something, if I can. This side of it is, and I'll improve weapon.
I'm gonna give you a -1 because when you let go, it's gonna start swinging away from you again.
Okay, I got a 5 and a 6 on that one,
Ace.
and a 4.
That'll be a 10. That will be a raise.
Ooh. So what do I do there?
That is your strength die,
Okay.
your die 10 for your maul,
Okay.
and then a die 6 for the raise. Add them all together.
All right. 4, 5, and 3. All right, so 12.
So you pull it, the body and tail swings. You figure this is your best bet. You let go, turn, grab the maul. Yeah. Got a good hard swing on it. Even though he was thrashing and twisting, that maul bit into his side,
Justice.
kind of bent around the head of the maul. The sound it makes you've never heard before,
Oh.
ever. It does release the body and kind of flips a bit in the water and flies over about 10 feet away, splashes down in the water, and kind of lays there for a second and sinks almost before it finally, you see the legs move and it goes under the water.
Damn, got away.
And then comes right back.
Oh, here it comes.
It's going to spin to Benny to get out of being shaken.
Crocodile bennies. I'm gonna use a gobstopper during this combat.
That's not going to do. What's your parry?
8. Good luck, Gator.
It wild attacked.
What?
Uh-oh.
The good thing for you
This
means
just in.
it'll be vulnerable until the end of its next action, so you'll get a +2. The downside means it did hit.
Oh,
Not as well as you did, mind you, but
Sure.
it did hit.
Well, justice isn't free.
What is your toughness?
It is a 10, and then I got a 3 in a parentheses next to it.
Okay. He doesn't have armor-piercing teeth, so you're okay. It roars up out of the water, clamps down on your arm, rips a bit. You see if... Now, is it chainmail?
It is scale mail.
Scale mail. Why did I have... Could have swore you were going to go with chainmail. It rips some of those scales off. You're shaken, but no wounds, and it falls back. It's still up on the edge.
Okay. I'm gonna unshake if I can.
Well, first
First thing I'm gonna do. I got one of these.
you got an ace of spades.
Oh, there are songs about you.
It got a king. Ace goes first.
Justice. I'm gonna be unshaken, right?
You don't have to spin that.
Oh, I don't?
You can make a spirit roll.
Oh, okay.
So roll your spirit. If
is
you
an 8.
get a success 4 or higher, you're not shaken.
It's a 6.
10, right?
You roll 2 6s. The spirit's 6.
Oh, 2 6s.
D6.
A 6 and a 1 and a 5.
You are no longer shaken.
Time for justice. We will bring the maul down upon its skull.
Because it's largely right there at your feet.
Yep.
It's got some of those scales sticking to its teeth.
Oh, my armor. That's what I'll do.
And it is vulnerable because it wild attacks, so you get a +2. If you want, you could wild attack.
I like that.
That gives you a +2 to hit, a +2 to damage. You will be vulnerable, but it's already vulnerable.
I mean,
so
it looks like it's like,
that's going to give you a +4 to
is it
hit.
bleeding? Is it jacked up?
It looks
Then that-
awkward the
that-
way it's positioned.
That seems like the best thing to do with the wild attack.
All right, that'll be a +4 to hit.
11 and a 4.
So 15 to hit. That's another hit with a raise.
Okay, so a hit with the raise.
Yep. So
So-
that's your strength die, your maul die, and a die 6. And you get to add +2 to whatever you roll because you wild attacked.
Okay, so here.
Yep. Wait, is that a die 8 or a die 10?
The 10, wait. Oh yeah, it's a 10 and a 12.
Okay, that's what you need.
That's what I need. Okay, a 9, a 1, and a 4.
Jesus. Well,
What?
you muttered justice. Bring the head of that maul down square between its eyes. You hear the skull crack. You see the eyes both burst out of the head, and the whole thing just slowly slips down into the water. So this thing that has been the demise of many, many a child, thanks to Gaedren Lamm, is now no more. You three have crept along. I need stealth rolls from all of you, please.
Two 4s.
I got a 5, sir.
6.
You hear roaring sounds, and then there's a thud that you can actually feel the soles of your feet, and then there's nothing. No sound from where Gagarin was at. You see, sure enough, going through this door is a short hall, and there's a second door. It is open, and you can see that platform further out into that whole area where the children were all at. And
This just in.
we'll start
Oh,
Gavin,
Go.
Margot,
oh.
Udifera.
Well, at least it's going in order.
my
There's a whole
God,
bunch of
oh
cards
my
being pulled over here.
I don't like all these
What
cards.
have we
There's
done?
A lot. There's a lot.
I think you pulled more cards for them than us.
Yeah.
So, I assume you're in the lead.
I think I technically was because I was at the door peeking first.
Okay. Well, that would be a 16 to hit you.
Jesus.
It's not that bad.
It's gonna be rats.
Why'd it have to be right?
What's your toughness?
7 with the 2 in parentheses.
You know what? I don't like that.
Me either. Athletics. Let's see if we can buy and leave.
Jesus, that didn't help.
Oh, good. Yes, use all your bennies now.
Here we go. That's more like it.
I need to get mine ready.
What's your toughness?
7 with the 2 in parentheses.
So the three of you are creeping down this hall. That fishy smell, I mean, it's everywhere, but it's worse in that room because that's where the container, well, the slurry was held. And then suddenly, at floor level, you see someone just on the other side of the doorway, apparently was laying down or crouched, rolls out, all you see is his head and his arm with a crystal crossbow.
No.
And it smacks you square in the chest. You take 1 wound and you're shaken. Unless you want to spend a Benny and try and you can try and soak it if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, give me a.
Because I go first, right?
You do.
Okay.
All right, give me a vigor roll.
A what?
Vigor.
Bigger. D8. 3 and 4.
4? Mm-hmm. That's all you needed.
Nice.
I'm gonna switch this one out.
So you do not take a wound. It does just clip and catch. And you're wearing leather armor.
Yeah.
It clips and sticks in the armor. And you see him roll up immediately. What do you want to do? It's your go.
How far away am I?
You can run up to him.
Oh, run up and I will attack.
You run up
Go get him.
around that corner, and he has just stood up and has drawn a short sword and a dagger. This is Gaedren Lamm. He came back.
What?
Oh my god.
You.
How did it get back here?
It's him.
Look, lass, you could join your father, or you could join me. Take your pick.
You can.
What say we shiv these others, huh? You and me, we could have a hell of a time.
I'm gonna say you eat chum, buddy.
I'll put that on the shirt. Eat chum, buddy.
That's as clever as I could
Hey,
get.
that's all. You have to say that all the time now. It's like your character's thing.
Oh, that's my thing.
Eat chum, buddy.
That's all I got is chum in the room, so I can tell him to eat gator.
And the fray with your father it is then. Come on, let's see what you got, little one.
It's going down.
So what are you doing?
I'm attacking. Let's roll. I'm gonna die.
So what you got?
Ooh.
A 6 and a 3. Oh wait,
No.
it's only a 6. Sorry, it's 8-sided.
Got all
dice.
excited.
I was
Yeah,
super
I was
excited,
too. I thought the same thing. I was, oh.
and I realized it's the wrong dice. So
But a 6, you
a
said?
6.
That will hit.
What's he wearing? Underwear?
Hey,
He's wearing his underwear.
hey.
But
Well, he's probably a little worn out from all that rowing he did. He didn't have our guidance to tell him where to go.
Well,
And,
we don't know if he had somebody else rowing.
Yeah, that's
so we
true.
saw him on the boat.
I don't know if
He
I
was by
rowed my own
himself.
boat.
But were we sure? it was
traditionally,
him?
your fighting style is 2 blades. Did you want to attack with the other one as well?
Yeah, we're gonna go all out.
Before we do damage on that one, go
Do
ahead.
do I roll the 8 or the 8-sided again to see if I hit with the second one, or do you want me to roll damage first?
We'll do see if you hit.
Okay. No. 3 and a 1.
That is not.
Yeah.
But the first one did. Just go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Oh wait. Yay! A 4 and a 4, and I got the 4 on my 4-sided dice.
That's an ace.
3.
9, 10, 11.
Ooh.
Oh, come on. I only got 2 left.
Should have used one on the other dagger.
Eat chum, buddy. You go rushing in. And that first one, he has to suck. He's a slender guy. His clothes are in tatters as it is. You did not help the matter at all because you just sliced across his shirt and drew a thin line of blood, but no real damage. But it's enough it got his attention. I'm feeding you to gobbledygook. Margot, you come around the corner, all you heard was, "Eat chum, buddy, it's on!" You come around the corner and there she is, just backing this guy up, and they're just slowly making their way along this platform, and it's about a 8-foot drop down to the floor below. What would you like to do?
Can I reach him with my sling from here?
You can, but if you roll a 1 on your skill die, you'll hit her.
Oh, roll a 1. It'd be so funny.
I'm gonna take the chance. I'm gonna do it.
I don't take it personally.
She's hit me before.
It's a big difference between her hitting you and me.
Well, it wasn't a 1.
Well, so
Please
my,
don't let it be 2 ones.
No. My wild die was a 2.
That's my only
I'm
saving
gonna
grace.
Benny. I'm gonna.
Oh, well, all right then.
Okay, there we go. That's better. So a 2 and a 5.
5 hits.
Okay, cool.
Hits him, right? Not me.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
3.
Something whistles over your head, smacks him right in the shoulder. God! Oh, you too? I'm feeding you all to gobbledygook. Although maybe I'll just bust up that other hand. What do you say to that, eh? Oh, how about that pretty face of yours? I got a blade that can do you wonders.
He said I was pretty.
Hey-o! Deuce, Gavin, you come around the corner. And
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Margot's all flustered.
So, oh, holy cow. He came back? Really? Oh.
I yelled it out. This is him.
And you
There's been a
too?
lot of hymns.
Hey, you been messing with my little lambs.
When you say it like that, it really comes off very disturbing. I don't like that at all.
You're all going to die.
I mean, I am
I'm
not.
gonna make you part of that slurry there. I'm gonna put you in barrels and ship you off. I'll make a fine coin off of that. They won't know about the halfling and gnome seasonings. Not that it'll matter much. Come on then.
But I don't do my own accounting. I hire a professional for that. But I mean, he would tell you that it's currently 3 against 1, and then the 4th guy he's. Yeah, he'll be coming in a second. It doesn't sound like it went really well for the lizard thing at all. That probably didn't work out well. So
Goddamn halflings. All talk. Get out of there! What's this now?
it's a faith thing. So it's gonna be a D10. And that's we gotta go.
I need you to make a notice roll, please.
Hey, what?
Notice
Notice
roll.
roll.
Oh,
One of these.
He's gonna roll a 1. I'm standing awful close to him.
So we are going to get a 7 on the burst, and yes, a 7.
That
It cost me 2 points.
Did you
and then
spend-
another point to not attack my buddies?
Okay, that was my question.
Yes.
Damage, please.
It should be 2d6.
8. Oh, I keep that one too.
Burst.
Keep that point.
2d6 of damage. There is no wild die with that, right?
No.
4.
Both of you, your clothing, and you see his face look like he's going downhill on the beast at King's Island. His hat flies off, lands in the water down below. You little dick!
I mean, it's it's regular. It's normal. It's not diminutive.
We'll have fun with this. What'd you get on your roll?
Not with that, you won't, good sir.
I had rolled I got to roll again on this, so it was a 9 altogether.
As you're watching this thing, the bubbles rise up as it slowly slides down to the water. Are you gonna pull it up?
I want its head.
I see. So you're pulling the body up onto the floor. Up above, you hear.
Okay. I will remove its head and
Do you have a
Skip.
a knife or anything?
I do not. I will have to smash it off if I can.
Okay, that'll take you.
Yeah, wait, let me double check. I have a rusty short sword I could use.
That will do the job.
Because remember I picked it up.
Yeah, we'll say that'll take about a round
I forgot I got that flail too.
to hack and cut the head off of this alligator.
And
In
then,
the meantime, Gavin, 9 of hearts. Margot, 3 of diamonds. Udafira, 4 of diamonds.
Let him have 2. He needs
Gaedren
2.
Lamm,
And he's getting 2 cards. I don't like this. Is that a special thing? No.
it is.
Oh, he's got special stuff. I don't like him getting
There
special.
are a couple of edges.
Oh.
One is called quick, so if you draw 5 or less, you get another card until you get above that.
Oh.
The other is called level-headed, where you get 2 cards, take the better of the 2.
So does those work together then? Oh, wow. It's just card
So
drawing
last
machine.
time and this time, the first 2 cards were less than a 5.
Okay.
Drew again, and well, unfortunately for you all,
Stop.
he drew the Joker.
whoa.
No.
So he gets
Here goes the rest of my bennies.
another Benny
I don't like any of
and a
this.
+2 to all trait rolls this round, and he gets to go first or whatever he wants. He's gonna go ahead and go first.
I don't like any of that.
No, I think this is
Since he's got that +2,
not going to go well.
No.
he's gonna go ahead and multi-action.
How will I get?
So the first thing he's gonna do is wild attack at you.
I'll do what I can do.
That's
5 + 2 for the Joker, plus another 2 for the wild attack is 9.
There was no doubt in my mind he was going to hit me.
What's your parry?
6.
That's so close. Not a raise. 1 off. Ooh. But it is a hit.
Do you need my bennies?
I need your strength.
I'm coming.
Your toughness is 7?
Yeah, with 2.
1 wound, shaken.
Again.
Stabs downward, right through the clavicle.
Ooh.
And then, after that, there's a big smile on his face as blood spews up out of that wound. He looks at you and then turns to you. Talk too much, you. Takes that dagger he had in his hand, flips it.
But
Oh, he's
Catch it
fancy.
with your hand.
It's nice.
And that is another hit, but that is with a raise.
Well, that seems unfortunate for me. Fortunately, I left my pen in that thing.
I gotta see about getting some better armor.
What's your toughness?
My toughness is a 3/5 with armor.
You've never seen a blade move this fast. It sails through the air, spinning, strikes you dead in the chest, and does 2 wounds.
Okay.
Shaking.
G.
That's that and that. Ouch!
Ouch, indeed.
Boba Fett crowd.
So you have 2 wounds. You are shaken, and it is your go.
Alrighty. Well, I believe that I'm going to have to use some healing to fix that.
First, before you can do anything, you need to get out of being shaken.
Okay.
So you can either make a spirit roll.
I'll attempt a spirit roll. Spirit. Where am I heading? Right there. Yeah, right there. I got an 8 on the spirit roll, so I believe that's going to succeed on that.
It is indeed. You are no longer shaken.
Excellent. Alrighty, and then I can no longer mass heal, so I can do a normal heal, which is going to cost me 3 points. And yep. That's right there. Cost 3 points. Removes a wound. Less than an hour. Removes 1 wound. And a raise removes 2 wounds. All right. So I'm going to grab a D6 right there, and then I'm going to go with the healing, which is a D4. Except it's based on magic, so that's actually faith. So now it's a D10, which is better. We are going to use the healing thing to re-roll that. And still not do much with it. So now we're going to use that to say enough of that nonsense. Where's the other one at? I'll try this one. And get rid of you, because you're not doing me any favors either. And we get a 5. So it's not a raise, but it gets rid of a wound. All right. Step back from that for a second, because that was something I didn't like. Didn't enjoy any of that.
Udafira, you are next. You are wounded, so I believe you're still shaken.
Yes, I'm wounded and shaken. Okay, so I will try to come out of the shaken.
Spirit roll.
And then attack it.
Okay.
If that works out. Spirit. No, the 2 and a 1.
Sadly, no. You're still shaken, unless you want to spend a penny.
Well, I'm gonna have to.
It's the final boss. So
So now, I know it's a reroll, right?
No.
No. Okay, so now I'm just not shaken.
You could spend it for a reroll. I would not recommend it. You can just spend the penny to get rid of the shaken
to
result.
get rid of the shaken. Okay, but I still have the wound,
Yes.
right? Okay, so let me get
So
rid
that
of it.
means everything you do is going to be at -1.
Yeah, okay. I'll attack both hands.
get him. Oh yeah.
Okay, 6 and a 3.
See, it's 6 on the wild die.
Yeah,
And he's
Another 6
vulnerable, right? Because he.
and a 5.
Nice.
Okay.
Big hit, big hit. It's a hit with a raise, I bet.
So he was vulnerable because he wild attacked. So that would have made your -1 into a +1 after you did the math there. But with that roll, that's kind of moot because you hit with a raise. So your damage, if you please. Don't forget the extra die 6.
Oh, 2 die 6s?
Yep, extra one for the raise.
Okay, so 5, a 3, and a 2.
So 10. You're gonna make him get rid of that Benny he just got.
That's the plan.
Chop his arms off.
He didn't earn it.
I'm just the
he
destroyer of
did.
bennies.
Good job.
That was only one attack, right?
The 1 attack. So I got
Chum.
Get him. Do it again.
You're pushing him back hard, and now he only has the short sword and not the dagger any longer. It was close. Matter of fact, the guard on your dagger just banged against his fingers. But because he spent the penny and made the soak roll, no wound. but you have another attack.
Get him.
Get him.
I'm trying,
Get him in
guys.
his eye. Eat chum.
Is that an
Both
8 on an 8?
bases.
Yeah,
oh,
double
well, all right.
Yeah, the wild and the.
Let's roll 'em again.
Oops. Okay, and then 4 and a 2.
So 8 and 4 is 12. That's a hit with a raise.
Yay!
So do I roll 2 6s then, right? Okay. 5, 4, 3.
2-1.
9, 10, 11, 12. Jesus.
12.
Get him. Get him.
Spinning bennies.
Use them all. Use them all.
So that first one was driving him back. It banged against his hand enough that he, and then that second one came in.
Yeah, buddy.
He took a wound. He's shaking.
Yay! Shake, shake, shake.
You have hacked the head off this thing. Still some of the flesh is stretching. You didn't quite get it all as you rip it off. And then just above you, you're hearing a clatter of footsteps.
I could probably reach that, right? You said it was 10 foot.
I mean, you'll have to go back.
I mean, where I came from, I can pull myself back up.
You need an athletics roll.
What is it?
Athletics.
Oh, I'm not very athletic, am I? I am not.
6. So 2 6s.
Two 6s.
Yeah, because you wild die and then that one's a d6.
Which one is your wild die?
The red one.
Okay.
4.
Are you leaving the head down there?
No, I was just throw them up there and
Okay. You toss the head up there and pull yourself up. Realize you've now got alligator guts all over you.
Yeah, if he cares.
That's fine.
Unfortunately, you're guessing Udafir is probably going to try and bathe you again.
It's fine.
Good times. Something
I
to
will
look forward to
grab
after.
my maul and the head like it was Medusa's head, carrying it to wherever they may be.
You've got a pretty good idea, so you head out of that room.
When I join, let me know.
Hang a right, and you can actually see Gavin. Actually, he's got a dagger sticking out of his chest, so you know how to head that direction.
Yeah.
Well, I disarmed him.
And so
I wondered where the dagger went.
Gavin gets a jack of club, Margot's a 9 of spades, Udafira is a 10 of spades, Gagargan's going to get a 7 of spades. Well, that's a 4.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's a 2.
Ugh.
Well, that's a 4.
Jeez.
Well, there's 5.
What's going on there?
He got
The
all
guy
kinds of
gets to-
special stuff.
I see.
He
Or
gets to
At least it's not rats.
redeal.
He's going first.
He's going first.
Luckily, he went through half the deck. So the other Joker should be coming up soon if he survives the round.
He made his spirit roll, so he is no longer shaken, but he does have that one wound, so you and he are on equal footing now. So,
Eat chum.
Buddy.
you can make an attack roll, please.
Me? 4 and a 2.
You were on that platform, he just jumped off of it. It gave you a free attack. Unfortunately, you missed. So, just as he leapt, you swung out. He hit the ground. Is running now. Underneath the platform you're on. He's now out of sight. Whoa. Gavin, what would you like to do?
All right, so he jumped down. How far down on this platform?
It's 8 feet down to the ground.
All right, I guess I will leap off of this thing and do the same thing he did, except I'm gonna hopefully, do it better and see him
Give me an athletics roll.
and do some damage to him as well, because he's not a good, he's a bad guy.
Can you land on him?
I don't know. Okay, well, that's not good. And I don't want to keep using it for that nonsense, but I don't think I have a choice. The dice have definitely turned on me this game.
Let's go switch
All right,
them out
there we
like
go.
twice.
10.
Yay.
That's exactly what he rolled.
Woohoo!
So you step off, robes fluttering, and you see him up against the wall.
Clap. Troy got the points already paid out right here.
Did he just hiss?
In fact, if I could see him as I'm falling, I'll do it in the air.
It's going to be a multi-action
Okay? I don't know what that means, but
You get a
because you had to do the leap and this. You're going to be at -2 to your spellcasting.
oh, well, that sucks. But I'm still going to do it.
And another minus because you're wounded.
All right.
Oh no.
So -3.
Yes.
All right, so I get a 10-sided die. Why am I having a hard time today? I don't get that. And one of these bad boys. All right.
You put the good juju on it.
Yeah. Well, I've got 2 of these to hopefully get me somewhere. 7, so -3 would get the 4, but the 4 gets it out, and that's what I needed. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with that 7. -3, I believe, is what we're saying. Which gets to a 4, and 4 is what I need to pull off a spell or power. All right. So I guess it's to 3d6. $15.
To your question, he was back against the wall. He wasn't sure. He was expecting her. So he was against the wall in the shadows, just waiting for her to hit the ground, and then he was going to pounce. Instead, your fluttery robe ass came down.
Hi!
And before you even hit the ground, it's,
And I'll let that take me if there's any, back a little bit if need be to go with it.
actually, it kind of does, yeah. Since you were still in the air when you cast it, the force blows you back, you hit the ground rolling. He, on the other hand, had nowhere to go except
Ooh.
the wall. Is it 15?
15.
You see his flesh stretching. You guys are killing me.
Spend it. Now we're trying.
That's the point.
Yeah. Trying real hard.
2's not going to do it. He's down on one knee. You die first.
Doubtful.
And that implies that he'll die after that, so he's ready.
Oh, you've made your peace, I see.
Udafira, what do you want to do?
I will follow. I will jump down.
If you want to also attack,
Yeah. If he's close enough, yeah, when I get down there.
He's right there. He's
I
right
don't know how
there.
far when we jump off the platform, how far back the wall is, so. But yeah, I'll attack.
okay, so multi-actions, it's every action during the round. I didn't know Sean was going to do his thing, so I did it after the fact. Both your athletics roll to leap down and your attack, it's going to be a -2. But because you're wounded, it's -3.
Crap. It's not like I can do a haiku, so we're gonna have to.
Only one d6.
Oh, this was a 4. I was overexcited
Oh, I
to
see.
roll my damage.
Kinda-
Sorry.
kinda move
My
ahead,
bad. Okay, 2 4s. So
-3.
-3 is 8.
I don't think
It's
that
still
counts
5,
as, yeah.
right?
But it's your athletics roll. So they're both separate, right?
Oh yeah, so they're separate. They're not added.
take
Sorry,
that
my
out
bad.
too.
Yeah. So oops, I'm gonna fall off the platform.
Maybe you can be buffeted in the aftermath of the burst, and it'll help.
I keep it up. I'm gonna land in that chunk.
Your leap is a little off due to the wound. Because right as you lift your arm up to drop off, that pulls the wound. And the pain makes you stumble a bit. You don't land quite correctly, so you land on... Don't quite sprain your ankle, but you do end up landing on your side. You're shaken. No wound, but you are shaken.
Well, I said okay. No extra wound.
No.
Okay.
But because you did a multi-action, if you want to get out of being shaken, you can still do your attack. It was be a -3.
Well, I guess we could try and see if I get vigor right.
Spirit.
Spirit.
Now, does this count as him being ganged up on, seeing he's been smashed against this wall?
No, you have to be up on him.
All right, I tried.
Yeah.
No. 2 and a 1. It's just gonna look sad.
Margot, 2 of your allies have dropped to the floor, but you now hear coming down the hall.
And it sounds familiar, right?
Oh yeah. Are you carrying the head or do you leave it?
Oh yeah, I might as well be skipping.
And almost there's no real lighting here. So what light there is, it looks like a 2-headed beast is running toward you.
Oh, okay. Wow. Oh. Well, I'm going to go ahead and jump down then, because that is pretty terrifying. And I am going to do a performance with a haiku to boost you. And I'll boost your strength? Athletics?
I would.
I mean, if you boost her fighting, that'll help offset a little bit.
I'll boost your fighting.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll take a extra fighting. We'll take that.
So as I jump down, I say, Euphedira smiles, telling you it's time to die. She'll see you in hell.
So first, give me an athletics roll. It's going to be a multi-action, so it's -2.
Oh, man. 3.
What's that alligator's name?
Gobble guts.
Huh?
Gobble guts, I think.
Gobble
Yeah.
guts.
Oh, no.
Spin that, Benny. Oh no, this is not good.
Yeah, I'm gonna, I'll spin.
Yeah, how many of us need to get out, Benny?
Yeah, can I do I'll do a Benny.
We're
to
getting
re-roll
close.
that.
Out of curiosity,
No, I'll do
what's your
one too.
toughness?
It's a 4 or a 5.
I said, here, I'll do one too.
Are you telling me that I've died?
My haiku, how does that work?
It wasn't that bad.
It's very powerful.
I mean, it didn't rhyme, but it was still pretty good.
I liked it, personally.
You are used to being well prepared, to standing in front of a crowd, knowing you have prepared your words. This is going to have the ultimate effect upon each and every person in this room. You are not prepared for full-on combat, a 2-headed beast running down the hall at you, your friends down below fighting Gaedren Lamm. Oh, I need to jump. Oh, I gotta help her. It's all a bit much for you. So your boot caught the edge of the platform as you went over, and you went head first.
Am I dead?
And you, having rolled back, looking up, you see she hit. You're like thinking, oh, no.
Oh.
And then you hear, up above, and suddenly here she comes and head first. And you see her hit. You've taken 3 wounds, and you are shaken. If you want to spend a Benny, if you roll well enough on your vigor roll, you could negate all of that. But you have to roll.
I think
really
that's a well spent Benny.
Yeah, I think it's the best Benny I've ever heard of.
Oogada boogada oogada boogada.
Yeah,
Good,
okay.
good roll. No whammies. Here we go.
And then
2 aces. 2 aces.
I'm gonna use another Benny. I'm gonna do it.
And then don't forget, if you roll well but not quite well enough and you still want to do better, you've always got that conviction. That gives you a die 6. You get to roll and add to whatever you already got.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And can a conviction ace as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, ace.
Nice.
Okay. Another ace. Come on. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, don't fail me now. Okay, I will go ahead and use.
Wait, what'd you get?
What is that? So
15.
15.
Sorry.
Thank you.
4, 8, 12. You're thinking she's gonna die. But then when she hits, she's nimble enough to roll with it completely and come up a little off balance, but you're ready to go. So you immediately.
You're good. Fit, I will turn that way. You're looking the wrong. There you go.
She's kind of disoriented, but she's already speaking those words. It's like just coming out, and you suddenly realize. You just feel more focused.
It really still doesn't rhyme.
Yeah, but that was amazing.
Yes, you not dying was quite impressive.
You were running, and you saw Margot suddenly.
I'll jump down right after her.
I don't think you'll be able to attack anything because you don't really know what's down there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow him.
Give me an athletics roll.
Sure. That is a 2 6s.
Did the performance, like, was I able to do
A
that?
4,
And a 6.
Did you roll the actual?
I didn't think so, no.
And a
6,
6.
and a 5. 2 6s, a 5, and a 4.
So what?
Just wild die.
I wild died twice.
What? Ace twice.
Okay.
So you got 2 6s and then a 5.
So 12, 17. Okay.
Oh, that would be
Yeah. Sweet.
Because we don't add those together, right?
No.
Okay.
Higher than 2.
Oh, okay.
12 for the
Well, that
performance.
makes sense then.
What is your fighting currently?
My fighting is a D8. Is that what you're asking?
Well, for the next 5 rounds, it's a D12.
You're
I
welcome.
gotta find out. You know
So
what
in
12-sided
true
dice
Michael
looks
Bay
like.
fashion, Gaedren, alligator head still in hand, leaps off of this platform. Oh! Over
Oh,
you.
not again.
You hit and turn, and you see all your friends, and this slender old man whose eyes go wide when he sees you.
Gobble guts, dead!
You son of a bitch. You were supposed to be dead. I already took your old man instead. No big loss there. Don't worry. I'll end your suffering here and now. Gavin gets an 8 of hearts. Margot, 5 of hearts. Gudafira, 3 of clubs. Gagarin, 2 of hearts.
And the rest of the deck.
Wait, 2 of hearts. Is that bad? That's okay. Maybe I'll tank. He'll tack me. I'm right there. Can I do this? Can I have no card?
Gee, well,
Seriously?
he's pulling half the damn deck.
That's rude.
It is.
It's exhausting.
Can I roll my, have another card with this?
You can.
But that still doesn't take away his joke. Both the joke, metagaming, both jokers have been pulled.
No.
So,
I reshuffle. We had to reshuffle every time the
okay.
Joker's dealt. There's still a Joker in there.
I'll go
okay.
last.
Oh,
It's fine.
But I mean, so he gets to go first no matter what. Unless I guess you get a
Am I in the
joker,
way
then I
to
don't know
take
what
the
happens.
damage from everybody?
No, you landed back behind everybody.
I don't think you're up there yet.
All right.
He's eyeing possible exits. There are only 2. One, that door in the corner that you know leads to the stairs where you were fighting for your life against that gnome. The other is that hole in the floor here that leads down to the water. There is a shark down there, so it's not necessarily advisable, but it is one of his options. Beyond that, he would have to climb back up above.
And he is bleeding profusely from.
He's
I mean, you've hit him 2 or 3 times now.
He
Okay.
just won't die.
he's not looking so great.
Okay.
You were closest.
take all the time in the world, buddy.
I tried.
I only assume.
I tried to get there.
I'm ready. Margot done built me up.
Yeah,
Let's
girl.
go.
Got you.
Rogue is paused, waiting.
Depending on what he's going to try and do.
Lag.
He's going to attack you twice.
Wait a minute.
2 times.
Twice?
Yes.
Where'd he get another weapon?
Oh, he didn't. You can do up to 3 actions around, so it's going to be. He's taking the negatives because you got the Joker that gives him a plus 2.
Swing his shoulder twice. That's there's some time involved in that.
He's a fast little man. He can't run around too quickly.
Yeah.
With your newfound ability, you easily bring a dagger. Ching! His
I'm
second
liking it.
attack. He goes low, which for you actually would be chest level. And again, such deftness you've never felt before. You bring your blades up and move. Ching! Gavin, what do you want to do?
So, how damaged do you look? What am I looking at here? Because you've been hit pretty hard.
I've
But
got
I
one
think you've
wound.
bounced back.
Do I still have, I have shaken written down. I'm not sure if that faded with her haiku.
No.
Okay. So I've got one wound and shaken.
Okay. I am going to heal her from 10 feet away. So it's that, and then this.
Are you going to do anything else?
No. I'm just going to heal her. Because that has to go away. We aced on the 10. So 14.
You are no longer wounded, nor are you shaken. So not only do you feel this renewed skill in your limbs, you glance down where you can see your flesh is now healthy pink skin. He, on the other hand, is still wounded. What could happen? Margot, what would you like to do?
I would like to run up so that I'm next to you, so that we can maybe gang up on him. And I will try to get him with my dagger.
She's already attacked him successfully, so you'll have a +1 for the gang up bonus.
Cool.
Get him! Oh, yeah. He's been gotten.
9. Oh, 10.
With +1.
Yeah.
It's a hit with a raise.
Yes.
How unfortunate.
2.
Don't forget the die 6 for a raise.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
extra die 6.
Oh, but
Right.
okay.
You roll, okay, what's your strength?
Oh, right. Oh, it's a 4.
So you got a D4 for your strength, a D4 for the dagger, and then a D6 for the raise.
Right. Okay, 4. 6 and 2, so 8. 9. No, just 8.
She rushes up. You're both so small. It's difficult for him. He's used to little kids, but not little kids that are well armed. So you clip his thigh. He's shaken.
My turn.
I'm going to enjoy watching each and every one of you beg for your lives.
I need you to kill him now because he said I was going to die first.
Your go.
Well, that means that
We're not sure who we're begging here.
Huh.
No.
No. So I get to roll 12, right?
Yes, and you have no negatives because you're no longer wounded. So a 12 for your skill die and your wild die.
All right, we're going to.
I need you to max out that 12.
Put him in a body bag.
Get him!
8 and a 1.
I think I saw a 1.
Yeah, it's on the wild die, but.
8
Yeah,
hits.
8. So, is there a bonus to my damage or just still D4?
That's still the same.
Okay. Just make sure. 4.
He leaps aside from that one. Your next attack.
Go again!
Oops, sorry. I should have kept that. That was 12. Shit.
Language.
8 and a 1.
8 hits, not a raise.
Get him!
I'm trying. I'm tired, I think. Okay. 4, and then I got a 4 on my 4.
Get another 4.
And I had 2. No, I got it fell out of the.
All right.
Didn't go in the box, but
So what's that, a 6?
it's 6.
That's the second wound.
He just won't die.
That tickles someone.
Tickles.
Gaedren,
Oh, MG.
you see these two have run up, and he's doing his best, but you see him, his blood spatter on the ground. He's whispering something to them, but his words to you earlier are still in your head.
Okay.
You were supposed to die, but your father did instead.
How far away am I?
You can reach him.
I can reach him?
I mean, you got to run up there, but
Yeah.
in this round, you can get up there and attack if you want.
Throwing my maul, how will that affect my fighting?
Mauls are not meant to be thrown, so it acts as an improvised weapon. And throwing falls under athletics.
Okay.
And there are also very many small people right around his feet. There.
Yeah, if you roll poorly.
You know, people give you potatoes and wash you.
Well, perhaps I'll charge up there with my maul and...
You want to see the light go out of his eyes. You know, you don't want to
Yeah,
be far
well,
away.
I
and
was
miss
thinking
that.
about hitting him with the alligator head too.
Okay.
And maybe put it on top of his head.
I like it.
Yeah. But maybe I'll just send him through the wall.
Metagaming system-wise, the gang up bonus, because they're both up there, you'll have a +2 to attack.
Okay. I'm just gonna run right up there with my maul and just pounce him right through that wall.
Are you wild attacking as well?
Yes, sir.
That's a +4 to
That's
hit.
probably the best thing to do, don't you think?
I like it.
There won't be anything
Nice.
He
left.
said I was dying first, so I'm all for this.
I mean, given your size compared to theirs, you're do a side stroke and he'll go straight over their heads without fear of actually hitting them.
Well, I'm more of an uppercut kind of.
Well, I mean, still, you can easily step to their
Slide.
other side and just.
Yeah,
I like
you
to
don't want
send
to
them
get hit
up.
with the maul.
I like to send them up.
We'll just like run behind your legs like we're little kids. You
The
know?
guardian's coming, everybody down.
Okay, so I got the wild. So what do I add? Anything to the first roll?
That's what you're rolling, and then you just add 4 to whatever you roll.
To hit, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 9.
9 will hit, but it will not be a raise. Do you want us to? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Really wants this to be the last round.
7.
Oh my
So it'd be 11.
That is a hit with a raise.
Okay, all right. Let's finish this. So that is 2 6s in my maul.
Your D12 for your strength, your D10 for your maul, and then a die 6 for the raise.
So
That's right.
so what adds for the raise? I mean, so I add this to it then.
Yeah, all
That's
those
what
you
the
add
raise
them
is.
all up.
You add all of these together, and then whatever the raise bonus was, which is what,
4.
You add
No,
4
no,
to
no,
that
no,
total.
That was just
No.
the
No.
first thing.
That was
The raise is the extra die 6.
Okay.
in the damage part.
He got a +4 because of the gang up bonus,
Okay.
and he wild attacked. Because he wild attacked, he'll get a +2 to whatever you roll.
And then anything that maxes out, you get to re-roll.
Yeah.
So max them all out.
Yeah, just roll the best.
A 9, 4, and an 8. I think is acceptable damage.
It seems quite high to
It is
me.
acceptable. Nothing ace though.
No, that's still 21
+2 for the,
Wild attack.
to 23.
seems like a lot to me.
How far does he go up?
I gave him.
Well, as the two of you were coming up, kind of shared a grin as you're nicking his legs and his side, and then there was this moment you thought he was about to die. That was why he suddenly got this. He went pale, and his eyes went wide. But you realized he was not looking at his wounds. He was not looking at you, your weapons. He was looking over your heads. And that is when a great gust of wind. Your first thought was that Gavin has yet again cast his spell, called upon his god. But this is too direct because suddenly the head of the maul comes along your left side straight up and hits him right in the sternum, cracks his body over the head, lifts him up, throws his body like a rag doll, and it flips up and hits back on that area you were in before. His legs are still dangling loosely.
I would have liked to have delivered that blow, but I was thankful that, that they came in for the save and he just kind of splat.
Definitely very satisfying. I mean, he has caused me a lot of grief. He robbed the world, really, from my performances with instruments. I just feel like, when you rob the world like that, karma's going to come back. Karma's a bitch. But
That was like getting the inventory 100% perfect the first time, not having to recalculate anything. So satisfying.
He fly higher than Giggles. Very happy.
So he's back on top now.
Yeah. But there's no movement.
And I'll turn around with the head. Gobblegut's dead!
Gaedren is dead.
Thank you for the save. Glad you got your gator head.
Everybody
He's clueless, major, guys.
get a
Yeah.
penny back.
Yes.
We all get a Benny?
Yep.
So you were the terrifying two-headed monster.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Garden, no monster.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
She didn't know who you were.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
I'm not
Can I
anywhere
reach
near
you?
that.
Yes.
I'll pull him down.
no.
He grabs the foot and you hit.
And I'm gonna stick that spider leg right in his mouth.
I actually forgot about the spider leg.
I did
You
not.
have one as well.
I would like to go and just stomp on one of his hands, just like over and over again.
Is there some kind of like penalty for?
I mean, I wanted to do something, but at this point, I think I'm just gonna look. No.
I had to poison him.
He is dead, right? He looks dead?
And then some.
Okay.
And regardless, dead or not, she's over there. He's got a spider leg that's far too large. I figure you're.
Yeah, I was gonna go over there and like say a little prayer, but no, I'm just gonna pull out my flask and take a step back away from it, and just mutter something about being the first to die.
Well, when they're done
Yeah.
serving their just rewards, we'll see if he's got anything on him.
Nothing left on that right hand.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not holding anything, but.
Guess who's
you know.
not playing instruments now?
Guess you never learned the piano. Poor guy.
Well, let's see. I assume you pull the dagger out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, just keep it there, it looks like. Very intimidating.
Decoration.
He still has a hand crossbow tethered to his belt.
Was it crystal? Is that what you said?
What?
I thought you said it
I
was
thought he said a crystal
Yeah,
crossbow
crystal crossbow.
too.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah.
Hand crossbow. Crystal hand.
You'll have to rewind
Yeah,
it, 'cause it sounded
well, I'll
like
be
you
very
said
excited to see this episode.
something- there was some kind of
I could have
something
sworn he said.
descriptive.
I think I even said out loud like crystal crossbow.
I was just more concerned it was
Wow.
coming right at my face.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna get hit with something, a crystal crossbow is probably the way to go.
It's not crystal. It is masterwork,
Oh,
but it's not crystal.
nice.
He's got an iron key around his neck. And really, that's about it. There were 9 more bolts for that crossbow.
Okay, so I'll lay the crossbow, the bolts, and the key that are around his neck, and we'll kind of lay them on the floor and show them to everybody and see who can use or anybody want any of this.
Gargan, no need.
I'm good, and I think the key is superfluous with you around. But we should probably keep it anyway.
Well, I'm definitely not going to throw it away. So okay. Does anybody want the crossbow?
Can I use a crossbow? I don't remember.
I don't think there's a restriction in this game for that sort
There's
of
no
thing,
restriction.
right?
Okay.
So anybody can use it, but it's based on athletics, I'm guessing.
Probably.
I'm gonna look around, make sure no one's sneaking up on us.
Actually, shooting is its own skill.
Is it?
I believe so.
Well, I know that
don't know
you're all healed up, and how are you? How are
I'm
you doing
good.
now? So
I'm
you
good.
did roll completely without fall. Nice. All right. And you're probably good. So I'm probably the only one that's actually still wounded. So I think I'm going to use natural healing to try and heal myself. So grab that.
I want to make sure no one's sneaking up on us. I
that.
don't know.
It's actually deadly quiet now.
Okay. I'm just, while they're doing what they're doing, I'm just gonna be.
You hear the water.
Edge to re-roll and get a 4, and that aces. So 4. I got a 7 on natural healing. Or the healing.
Are you healing yourself?
Yes. So I assume that just gets rid of 1.
Yeah. So about 10,
Perfect.
15 minutes later, you're bandaged yourself up. -1 wound.
Perfect.
He's dead. Game over, guys. Thanks for playing. This was great. I had a great time.
Need you roll notice, please.
Okay, I was trying to keep an eye out on some stuff. I don't always notice everything, being that it's a 4 and all. Oh, 4. I try.
While Gavin is bandaging himself, I'm not
Poor
sure what
Gavin.
would you two be doing.
Apply pressure. Apply
I was
pressure.
showing them the stuff that we
Yeah.
had and seeing if anybody could use it.
These two were, she's picked it's a hand crossbow. So actually, for your small hands, it worked well.
Nice.
You're just listening to the sound of the water.
If that shark jumps up, I'm gonna weak.
And then you could swear you just heard someone whisper your name.
Ghosts. Oh,
Ghosts
ooh.
aren't real, Gaedren.
I'm gonna go hide behind them.
Ooh, I thought you were
I'll
being serious
immediately
for
do
a second.
notice.
I mean, it's still, well, the gnomes, you can see in the dark, right?
Yeah, there's ignore dim and dark penalties.
Yeah, he can see complete darkness. Okay.
Yeah, I don't get complete
20
darkness.
yards, dark vision.
There's nothing in here.
Yeah,
other than
the note
yourself.
says that I'm afraid of ghosts either. I don't know why I did that, but I did. Sorry.
I'm sorry, did you say you're afraid of ghosts?
Ghosts!
Do I hear anything?
Someone say Gargan's name!
Just him now.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the head of make sure it's not Gobbleguts talking.
If it is, he's not saying anything further.
Not Gobbleguts! Put that back.
Oh, that's good.
We didn't hear anything. What did it say?
He says my name. Says Gargan.
That seems like something a ghost would say.
Gargan.
Are you sure it wasn't you talking to yourself?
Maybe me.
Okay.
It was me. No ghosts.
Okay.
Should we look around?
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
look around. We're done here, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's
I'll
no
take
other
the
purpose?
crossbow.
There's no ghost
Unless you,
here.
yeah.
I don't necessarily need it. I'll hang on to the key. How
Gavin!
many bolts were there?
9
No.
now.
There's no ghosts here.
So you got 9 bolts.
Don't be afraid.
Well, 10 if you want to pluck the one
All right.
out of your leather armor.
There's no ghosts
Oh,
in here,
yeah,
right?
this one.
Yes, please. Thank you.
That one.
There's no ghosts.
Do I fall to the ground?
Yeah.
What do we do?
I think we should look around.
Is there anywhere
Plant
we
this
haven't
lamb
looked?
down here on the ground.
What do we do now? This man is dead.
What about the floorboards? Like,
We
are
take
there any
head.
that like are loose?
You just feed him to the shark.
Did we
There
take his
was,
Ew.
when the two of you went down and had to skirt around.
There was a room that gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
Like actually, like there's something unnatural about that room that we haven't checked out yet.
We're here.
Plus, do we ever check
head?
the?
He's gone. Mission accomplished. So if you want to go down and we'll Scooby Doo it.
Absolutely, but it's just a lot to take in. This guy has been a thorn in my side for a long, long time, and I'm incredibly grateful for all of your help in helping just alleviate this scourge from all of Corvosa. So
Gagarin, happy to help.
thank you very much.
Joint effort, joint reward.
Now I say we feed him to the sharks.
Reward.
Do you want to bring him with us?
I take with.
Yeah, bring him. Can you carry
How
him
much
in
does
the
he weigh?
crocodile?
He's about 180.
Oh, I'll have some penalties. I'll just drag him.
Just drag him.
Thump, 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 thump.
Yeah, I'll drag him wherever we
Let's go to
go.
your room.
Then that one
Yeah.
room that we were still searching, though, there was the desk we searched and we found the slates, but there was did we get into the cabinet or whatever it was?
Yeah, there was just
The
more,
files-
more
Oh, they're
books.
talking.
Tablets?
I'm just gonna
Okay,
cut
that's
his
what I
head
thought.
off.
They
I
looked
remembered
Blow his
that.
body off.
All right,
thing.
so we've searched everything except for that one room then.
Is that right?
So-
Everything
No
but
ghosts
the one
in
room?
here.
Correct.
That
That
we
we know
found.
of.
And you now hear a splash. And you see he has, while you were talking, removed Gaedren's head and threw his body into that hole in the floor into the water.
May your path to hell be
And
laden
then
with
a short time after
broken
that-
glass,
You see the shark fin
Legos,
rise
and
up,
four-sided dice.
and the body that was floating is now
And you're
been dragged
barefoot.
under the shark.
Good riddance.
Took the body.
I'm sorry, guys. Do I know that this shark was involved in killing these kids?
The shark?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But there's a lot of sharks. Like this whole area has got reef sharks or something like that around here, though. This isn't just like Jaws or something. There's a bunch of sharks.
Ghost sharks.
This particular shark, because of all the chum and whatnot, it knew this was a good, easy
Okay.
feeding ground,
All
so it
right.
just kind
Yeah.
of made it its thing.
Gotta do a little shark justice. Gonna have to jump on down there.
No, the thing that was fed, kids were fed to was gobblegut.
Good. I'm keeping that
So
with
we
me.
have this one room left. Is that a good time to take a break?
Let's do the room first.
Do the room first? Okay. I'm ready to follow you and go and investigate this room.
Which will be easier to get to now because there's a giant hole leading to it.
Sure. There's still a bunch of straps and pulleys.
I mean,
and
that
things.
He kind of, in that area that you guys used, because that was to raise and lower food, he kind of dismantled that.
What's
Well,
the,
what's the distance?
yeah, what's the distance?
Between
in
the
there?
floor and the ceiling there.
I have a grappling hook, so
10 foot.
Oh,
Well, can't we just
Yeah, I'll
send
just jump
Gargan
down
down and then
and
just
go
have
like
him
this.
pull us down?
Yeah. Like you just like had
come little people down. Halfling ladder.
Here, let me hold the alligator head.
Oh, they're in my backpack.
Oh, okay.
No problem.
You're good. You're good.
I'll give you Gaedren's head though.
I'm down Gargan's arms.
It looks a little different this time around, as you know, the giant hole in the ceiling that was made to get down here. And there's a large splash of fairly recent blood up on one wall.
you don't say.
No. Is this where we saw that crocodile? Okay.
This is where gobblegucks used to live.
At least it's not anything more menacing.
And the top portion of what was Giggles is still hanging from manacles over the water. His entire lower half has been ripped away.
That's
Giggles.
This is the place of nightmares.
that's just gross.
Giggles no
More
more.
gross.
You just
Okay.
can you lower them into the? Let's.
Let's feed the shark.
Okay.
Is this the room?
Oh yeah, that's the one.
There's a single door.
Okay. Anything?
Am I still getting the creepy crawly
anything
feeling
special
from it?
about it?
You are.
I am. It's just
you hear
it's
again.
off. There's something very wrong
From behind that
about
room.
this room.
I'm gonna ignore
and I
it
am
It looks
because
the same. It
of
looks
what they
okay.
said.
not.
But I'm gonna be in the back.
But on the other hand,
Behind everyone.
really want to know what it is that's giving me this feeling. So I'm heading in.
Yeah, I got a key. I don't know if this is locked.
The door's not locked.
The door's not locked.
Wait.
All right. But
What if there's ghosts?
You did notice as you were all doing this, he seemed to almost methodically step behind you all and was crouching. You're not sure why, and then he just said that.
I don't think it's ghosts, but you can just watch our back. We'll go in first.
You go first.
I always go first. Okay.
so brave.
All right. Are we ready?
I'll come in right with you. Like
I'm gonna
right.
I'm gonna take a drink.
I was gonna say, I'm
pull
just
the
asking
flask.
you if you're prepared because it's giving you the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I don't think there's anything to prepare. I think it's just to pull the bandage off as quickly as possible.
you're the cleric man. So
let's just do it. I don't,
So he's just shuffling for fun.
Boom.
I do a
right.
Joker, I have to shuffle.
Oh, okay.
we all drinking?
Oh yeah.
We're all drinking.
Toast.
Okay.
And I'm gonna open that door. Unlock door.
Little bless.
You
not a
open the door, and you wouldn't think it possible, given the overall scent of this entire structure. But your nostrils are assailed by the smell of rot. You see numerous plates and cups stacked up down here. Bits, there's a few chicken legs and whatnot, flies buzzing around them. There's a cot here against the wall, a footlocker at the base of it. There's a dresser and what looks like a hat box on top of the dresser. It too has flies buzzing all around it.
Well, that's not a good sign.
Is anybody in here?
Just yourselves.
There's a bunch of flies around this hat box.
Well, I mean, they're everywhere because there's
Okay.
food scraps everywhere.
Is there anything immediately laying out that shows like any kind of like how big is the bed? Is it like a human size, kid
Yeah.
size? It's human size.
Do we
From
get
just the overall,
Thank you.
you're going to guess this was Gaedren's bedroom. And then the outer area was just, I don't know, a hangout room. Due to the fact that you two climbed down essentially a primitive dumbwaiter for food to be lowered and raised up, he probably didn't leave this area very much.
This is disgusting.
Well, and
Why would
it's-
he live in filth?
Yeah. Like
If he's
it,
got all of these hands and all of this stuff.
Well,
All
that's the
this
thing, you
money.
did notice when you were fighting him, he was not in any way, shape, or form impeccably dressed.
Oh, so he's not.
He was scruffy, he was dirty.
He's the low end.
He's falling upon hard times.
So he's not the big cheese.
Ugh.
He might have fancied himself as such, played himself as such to others, but
Well, he is the one that directly interposed his will into my life, so I am happy to see him gone. I will lose no sleep this night.
No.
Except if I have to stay in this.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay. Well, let's look and start looking in stuff. See if there's anything,
Yes.
any information or
yeah.
Assets.
assets. I'll go to the Foot Locker.
okay. As soon as you begin to step in, cockroaches scatter. The Foot Locker has a padlock on the front of it.
Okay. Does my key work?
Fits like a glove.
Okay.
The rest of you?
Help search out, fan around, check the bed, wherever for
I ain't going in there.
What?
There's
Whatever.
a dresser, a hat box.
I'll check the hat box.
nothing ever good is in the hat box.
I know.
What's in the
You,
box?
as you lift the Foot Locker open, there are a number of bundles wrapped in cloth. You're checking
No.
the mattress and more cockroaches.
Boy.
There are a number of stains you don't want to know where they came from.
Oh. This is foul.
Yeah.
The hat box, again, there are flies crawling along the edge of the lid, coming out from underneath it, and
This
buzzing
can't
around
be
it.
good.
When you lift the lid from the hat box, the buzzing sound of flies is quite audible. The woman who sent you here, Zilara Esperanda, her head is in that box.
You were right.
Again, I knew something was off about Zilara. Definitely didn't anticipate she was not going to have a head, or that we were going to find her head. I was surprised, but I wouldn't say shocked.
And the head looks like it's been there for a very long time.
For a very long time. But she just sent us like today.
And yeah, no, bad mojo.
Or did she?
Don't say it out loud.
Yeah, I'm not in there.
What's in the bundles?
What is in the bundles?
I don't know. There's some bundles of something here in this Foot Locker.
What's a bundle?
I don't know.
I'm going to pull out my handkerchief,
We're gonna see.
dump my flask on it, and breathe through that.
There's one is not a bundle. One is a book.
A little behind my ears, too.
Flipping it open, it looks like it's a ledger of some sort.
Stuff.
The pages are all curled due to moisture.
Gaedren Lamm's journal.
I'm gonna keep that journal.
Ledger.
Just glancing at it, it looks like it's somewhat coded.
Okay.
There are a lot of things in here. Are you going to unpack every one of them?
How big is it?
How big is with the Foot Locker? I assume at the foot of the bed, like
Yeah.
the
Probably
center
don't
side.
wanna
We gotta know what's in it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it was small enough, we could have pulled it on out, but that seems a little big to just be hauling around, so.
Oh, do you want to take the whole thing?
No, I'm saying if it was small enough, if it was like
Oh,
a
okay.
2x1 kind of a thing,
Yeah,
we
we
would have
just-
just picked it all up. But no, he's just saying something that sounds more like a trunk, so I think we probably need
Okay, let's unwrap
to
it.
figure out what's important in it.
We'll just lay it in there on the floor.
Okay.
Ugh. Ugh.
I don't know what else to do.
I use my foot to sweep off an area for this, and I will also say a prayer over the hat box. And go, do you want me to take care of that for you?
Yes, please. It's
I
disgusting.
will put that back on, and I will.
You're
see
going to
about-
guess that head's been in there for at least a few weeks.
Okay.
Like, what does this mean?
The first thing is a deck of horror cards.
Do they look like the ones that we had found on us and were used by her, the Hatbox lady?
Very similar, yes. Gaedren, I need you to make a notice roll, please.
Here we go again. Oh, got a 4. 3, 4, 8. Wait, no.
7.
7. Sorry.
You're kind of listening, but you're almost afraid. Just hesitant.
Okay.
You suddenly hear something not from within the room that they're all in, something outside. You've heard it before. It's a great tolling of a bell. The last time it was for some sort of festival, you think. Unmistakable.
Okay.
At this time of night, there is absolutely no reason why that would be happening.
It's from a distance?
Yes. If you had to guess, as far away as Castle Corvosa. And you think you also hear, with that roll, raised voices, people yelling. You can't make out any words. You've cleared the best you could. It still doesn't stop. If you look under the bed, many
Sure.
antenna moving and eyes watching. You start laying things out. The deck of cards was the first. The next is a narrow teak cigar case. It's inlaid with tiny bits of jade.
Fancy.
Okay, it's a box, right? Like a case?
Cigar box?
Like, need to open it up. So we'll open it up and see what's,
It's empty.
just, there's nothing in it? Okay.
Smoke them all.
The next is somewhat hefty. When you unwrap it, this is a 2-pound gold ingot that has the Cheliax coat of arms stamped upon it.
The 2-pound gold what?
Ingot. Ingot.
I don't know what an ingot is, but okay.
Essentially, it's a gold bar.
A gold bar, okay. And then whose insignia?
Cheliax coat of arms. Cheliax is a country south of here.
Okay.
There's and as soon as you unwrap it, you glance at her. A miniature gold crown.
She's still getting that crown. I assume they've all come over to help with
Well, I
it.
assume, and yeah.
Okay.
She probably wants to say anything. She can get her mind off the head in the hat box.
Yeah.
The next is a fist-sized scrimshaw carving of a kraken.
Ooh.
And the eyes are garnets.
I'm gonna keep that one. You can have the crown. What was it made out of? I'm sorry.
It was made of scrimshaw. And the eyes are garnets.
Probably made out of ivory.
Let me know when they're done. They look like
Okay.
they've done finished and all, so I can let them know what's going on out there.
The next is a silver ring that has an inscription for Emma, the light in my nights.
I wonder who he stole that from.
Yeah. Okay.
This next one kind of glance around as you're unwrapping it. It is a highly realistic and highly scandalous ivory figurine of 2 intertwined succubi.
Okay.
The next is a very well made, you'd say masterwork, shuriken.
Wait, is that a ninja star?
Okay.
The next is a arrowhead. You're no expert, but it would look to be made of adamantine.
This has got a lot of crap in here.
Next is a dagger. It too, you would guess, is masterwork. It's a very strange blade, almost shaped like a key. It too bears an inscription. For an inspiration of a father.
Probably should have used that to protect himself.
Okay.
Next is a abalone shell holy symbol of Shalene.
There we go. Okay.
The next gives you pause. I want to make certain you're more gentle. It is a glass tube with some amber oil inside of it.
Okay.
An obsidian wand.
Really glad we didn't skip this room.
Yeah.
A crystalline vial. It too has a clear liquid inside of it. Not much. And last, tucked in the bottom of this footlocker, is a bejeweled brooch with a broken clasp. And you, specifically, are fully aware this brooch is by far the most valuable thing in that box. It is a circular brooch showing a house drake and an imp coiled around each other, almost in a yin-yang pattern.
What was the second part? A what? A drake and a what?
An imp.
Yep. Okay.
The pseudo-dragon's eye is an amethyst, and the imp's eye is an emerald. And all three of you looking upon this, please give me a common knowledge roll.
Good dun dun. What was it? You get an automatic, 6 in that?
We got 3.
Got a 2.
Nine.
You see her, she's slowed, no doubt realizing the value of this thing. You've no real eye for gems or jewelry,
Sure.
but you have heard the tale.
Uh-oh. Just go around the bar a lot.
Well, it's one of those, someone bragged, they were lying, of course.
Of course.
That brooch was lost by Queen Iliosa herself. She's been looking for it. Some braggart came in claiming he was the one who stole it. Of course, he couldn't produce it, couldn't say how he got it. He was quickly laughed out of the bar. But that is the Queen's brooch. And right then is when Gaedren starts yelling for you all from outside the door.
Guys!
Yeah. What? Everything okay?
Once you step out and kind of divorce yourself from that room and everything in it,
I mean, sure.
you can
Wait.
hear it too.
Yes, it's lovely.
There's a gonging of a bell. You all hear it.
It's awful late at night for that.
And you also hear upraised voices, people yelling.
Okay, I'm gonna gather all this stuff that we have, and we'll figure out what to do with it, but so that it doesn't stay in this dirty, disgusting place. Do you guys want to go and see what that? Why would that be ringing at this time?
Yeah. What are we doing with the brooch though? Like, are we?
It's the most expensive. I think I don't know. Do I know who's that brooch belongs to?
Unfortunately, he's the one that made the roll.
Okay.
You just know it's
I
the
just
most
know it's
valuable thing.
expensive. Yeah, it's super expensive, so I don't know what he was doing with it down here, but
I wouldn't show it around.
I don't want
Keep
to
it-
show any
keep
of it.
it
I just
covered.
figure if you guys want to go and see what's happening,
Absolutely, let's head
then
out
we'll
of here.
take this stuff back to the bar later
I could use
and,
some fresh air and be
and
away from
divvy it
this
out
place.
or whatever. So
Yeah, you in particular realize your clothing, your hair is all going to smell like this. You're going to have to bathe for at least a week.
I take the crown off after, realizing that there's a bunch of yelling, and I'm gonna hide that in my clothes.
You make your way.
but does anybody mind if I keep the dagger?
I think you should keep that dagger.
Okay, I'd like to switch out my dagger.
Okay then.
Can I keep my other dagger? Just
Yeah.
keep my two and then have this. I don't know what this is, but is this one that you throw or it's like a dagger?
The dagger.
Yeah, we want the dagger. Okay.
I want to make sure I shut that door when they leave, so no ghosts get out.
You shut it and then give it an extra pull. And
That works.
I'm bringing the ghost with us.
how are you getting back out? Are you going back up through the hole?
Is there any other way besides swimming?
Halfling ladder.
The door that the two of you took on.
Just take the garden ladder.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
target
And then-
ladder it is.
I can lower down a rope and
We got to get
help
some
you out.
steps on this thing.
Wasn't there a giant boat that was also down here though?
A ship.
A ship. I mean, it was hidden kind of.
There were
wasn't it? Like-
spiders.
Oh yeah. It was
Well-
lashed to the back of. It was not seaworthy. It was just
I was gonna
lashed
say I
to the
thought
back
it
of
was
the
real
boat.
crappy.
Spiders.
Okay. Well, still, I might.
And
might be
while
able to
I'm
sell it.
amazing at killing them, I think maybe we should avoid that.
Okay. Is there anything else on there worth taking?
Spiders.
Oh, okay.
Getting up top, now the voices. It almost sounds like there are people yelling in the streets. Once you get outside, you see a dull glow, a couple of them, in the distance of fire. And right then, you hear a whoosh of wings. The stable company of Corvosa is rangers that work for the king. They ride hippogriffs. You see a squad of them flying overhead, one of which suddenly is struck by something. And you hear the thing crying out, and it slams into the wall of one of the warehouses, snapping its neck and that of its rider. They both slide down into a loose clump on the ground. The other riders don't have time. They just continue on wherever it is they're headed. There are people running in the streets yelling, "Ah, yeah! The king! The king is dead!" Other voices elsewhere, "Long live the queen! Ah, the queen's a bitch!
What?
We gotta do what we can!" And with that, we'll take our break. Okay, we are back. The city is in chaos. Yells of "The king is dead, long live the queen, hang the queen."
I mean, is the general consensus from us having lived here and me making my whole life here, I'm assuming you have too. I'm not 100% sure about you, but I mean, what is the general consensus on the feelings about the queen? I mean, we're hearing some pretty negative comments right now. Is that just some bitterness on behalf of a couple of townsfolk, or is it pretty well known that the king's a pretty good dude, but man, his wife was a shrew? What do we know about this?
You three give me a common knowledge roll.
Gagarin doesn't get to.
No.
Everybody gets common knowledge, though, right?
I mean, Gagarin can do it too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh if he gets, multiple
right.
aces, and he's like, you know.
Ah, I got 4. Wait, do I roll 1?
Double ones.
Okay.
I'm fine.
I got a 7.
But I did go roll 4. Do I keep going?
I rolled 4.
Oh, right.
And another 4.
I've heard she was lovely.
And another 4.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm wasting it on common knowledge, guys.
No.
4.
Oh.
I really
God.
know.
3. I don't even know how many 4s that was.
Allow me to tell you the history of. So,
Yeah, I think she's great.
so 20 something. What'd you get?
I got a 7.
7. Double ones.
A 4.
A 4. You're for some reason you're not sure why you're having difficulty concentrating on the queen and whatnot.
I got a head in a box underneath my
Yeah,
shoulder. I just saw a guy smash into a wall.
I mean, this woman literally this night sent you here. You were in
You
her
told me hitting on
home.
her like 10 hours ago.
I just want to point out that I didn't trust her from the get-go, okay? I thought something was
You
off.
seem to have trust issues.
The two of you know that King Ilrid had many, many, many concubines until Iliosa came to the castle. She was like a third of his age, and very quickly they were married, and all those concubines gone. So people feared, okay, that was a big deal. He went from having all these lovers to suddenly tossed him to the curb and has this very, very young queen. And she's a foreigner. That does not sit well with some people. You, Iliosa, came from Chiliax. Her family there was not pleased because she literally just packed up and just left without saying a word to anyone. Her family there was somewhat royalty, and she just cast it all aside to come here. Met the king, quickly seduced him. And sadly, she has been heard calling this place a backwater colony village that she doesn't like. But she loves to spend money. And he has plenty of it. And there are no concubines to spend money on, it's just her. Eodred himself was known for spending quite a bit of money, not frivolously. He was building things, he was putting it into the city, but still, a lot of money was being spent people didn't necessarily think should be spent. You always have people who think things should not change, they should be as they always were. You try to build new things, they get mad. Mm-hmm. So you had that, but then suddenly he has this very young wife who's just, she's a foreigner, has claimed she doesn't like the place, but she's more than happy to spend their money. And now, supposedly, the king is dead. And she has everything. The only thing that would keep her in line would be the seneschal of the castle.
Well, she don't have everything.
And that has been what has kept the...
Got a brooch.
That's what has kept the noble houses of Corvosa placated, is the fact that the seneschal has reined her in. So as long as he's around, it shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be.
And he's dead.
Oh, relay the trifling wife scenario.
I would definitely keep that thing under
We should keep
cover.
it safe.
That belongs to her. And was supposedly stolen from her personage. I didn't take it, so it wasn't me.
I didn't take it, but it's in my bag, so let's just make sure my bag is safe.
Are we sure that we trust?
I'm sure it's fine. He saved my
I'm going to
life.
rush over to the dead or maybe dead, the griffin rider that we saw, if it's anywhere close
He
to us.
and his hippogriff are quite dead.
Do we have any idea, like, where they were, like, the angle that they might have been shot down from?
Give me a... Do you have shooting?
No.
You can still roll it. Give me a die 4 in your wild die and subtract 2.
Okay. 3.
Had to have been somewhere right over there. I mean... Although it does beg the question,
Did it look magical, or did it look like a bolt?
you just saw the rider
Alright.
and the beast. You're not sure what did it. I mean, going and looking at
I
it,
was
you,
gonna say, if we look at it, if I see a giant bolt, then I'll know.
you see a spear, looks like, pierced through the rider's leg into the beast's chest, probably punctured the lung.
What? So, ballistic kind of siege weaponry?
No, someone could have been up in the shingles on a rooftop. And,
Wow.
I mean, if you imagine someone like him,
Still, that's pretty impressive.
Well, I guess we did just find another half orc. Recently.
Well, should we?
Nobody's, and just everybody's in chaos, everybody's running around.
Do
So,
these people, are these the protectors of the city?
they're the rangers of the city.
Okay.
They, again, with that mighty roll you had, you've got the Corvosan Guard, who work for the king and queen. The Sable Company do not. They report only to the seneschal of the castle. But they are also supposedly the badasses of Corvosa. So where are we headed? You got the head.
we'll prayer over.
You got the head of a supposed.
Let's go back to her house. Like, let's investigate her place. So whatever's going on with the king and queen does not necessarily involve us. Yeah, but are you gonna go take it back to her?
Right this second.
Right.
Not a good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think she should keep it.
Do you want to go check out this lady's? This lady
Something?
Zalara?
Be a good place, if it's still there, it could be a good place to stow some of the items that you might not want to have in your backpack.
How far is her place?
Not that far.
Okay.
Okay, we'll head that way. Come on, Gaedren.
The streets are in chaos. You have people running to and fro, and like with any event like this, it's like Redneckville. A car has crashed out front, everyone's pulling their lawn chairs out and sitting out in their front yard to watch. So you have a number of people, especially the shingles up, in doorways, so they're all the way up to the sky, just looking to see what they could see. Fires, again, glowing in the distance. It's full-on rioting in a lot of places. And as you're making your way back to Zalara's home, you hear an upraised voice that's a little more clear than some of the others. You've heard these sorts of voices all your life. It annoys you given your profession. Self-proclaimed prophets.
Oh boy, here we go.
The eye of Brotus has turned from the boneyard to look upon Corvosa. He runs up. His eyes are just wide, bloodshot. He grabs you.
Oh!
What are you doing?
Here.
Yeah. That's our friend.
You shall come. Great sickness shall grip you, and it shall foretell the end of this city.
Look, I'm poisoned!
A great sickness, and it shall herald Corvosa's darkest hour.
It's going to be your darkest hour if you don't get out of here.
Yeah.
Writhing doom, woman, do you not feel it in the very air?
He said poison!
Yes, my son.
It's poison!
Lauren, it's okay.
No,
it's
listen to
okay.
him.
Other people are like, poison? Running.
Poison!
He said someone poisoned the well! What?
Where's the water?
Glug.
It's not poison.
She's getting better and better.
Grotus looks upon you and his eyes do not favor you.
He doesn't look
What's
upon
it-
you at all.
what's
Don't
your
listen to this man.
problem?
I'm gonna need you to back up.
Yeah.
Back up? One does not back up from the end.
I'm gonna pull out my
The
dagger
end is here.
and
Yeah, I
stand
think the
in
end is
front.
here for you.
Look upon the skyline. See you not the fires. The King Eldred's dead. Who reigns now but the Queen?
I don't know.
I
but
walk
you
up
need to go.
and I push this guy.
Oh my God! No! Look well upon this one. When he grows ill, you shall know the city shall fall.
You're okay, Kukur.
Gargan
You're
poison!
Okay, you're okay.
Gargan's not poisoned. This man is poisoned.
I am not poisoned.
You're poisoned.
I tell you the
You're
truth.
mad. He's mad. I tell you, mad. Is everybody looking?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're upsetting me.
No.
Your very minds have been addled by this. Perhaps the Queen's dark magic saved you all.
Sir. There's room for another.
Oh my God.
That box closed.
Roll intimidation.
Would that be persuasion for me?
No. It is a skill. If you don't have it, you roll a die 4 -2 with your wild die. But because of the head in the hat box, I'll give you a +2, so it's straight up.
All right.
Wow.
3.
Slayer,
Gargan, show him yours.
you are part of this sickness. Look upon what the hell? Roll intimidation.
Oh, he's gonna be intimidated
Hey.
for sure.
Please roll that.
I'd get
Roll
a 6 with it. Too.
Yes,
Yes,
and
it's-
+2 because of the alligator. And I guess you also
I have a
Gaedren's
+1 already.
Although I think we
Well, you
should
got a
hide
+3.
that. I don't
It's a
think
+3.
anyone needs to see.
Yeah, it's 6, so 9. Yeah, because my intimidation
No,
is a
it's not
D is a
it's not on
D12.
his die.
Sorry. Yeah, because it's a 6 plus your 3.
He did not get an ace.
Still, that's a
That would have been
raise.
great though.
You are the silky owl!
That's not enough?
You're welcome to practice. He runs down an alley, and other people that have gathered are now. That's Lamb's head. They killed Lamb. Gaedren Lamm's dead.
I thought, but you just showed the alligator.
alligator, yeah.
Lamb is still in.
Where's Gaedren's head? You had it too.
Yeah, but we told him it's in his backpack. We just told him to show the
Yeah,
alligator.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm specific.
That was the next
Right.
one to come out if
Okay.
you didn't
Yeah.
realize, but
Now I'm just imagining the squishy goodness in that backpack.
It happens.
It's fine. He's getting a bath later.
Still, people are. You quickly separate yourselves from that bit of a mob. And then you reach the street Zalara's home was on and stop in front of this place you were just here at a few hours earlier. Only now that homie lived in fresh paint, unbroken window look is gone.
How's it smell?
Are you going in?
Are we going? I need to know how it smells because it smelled amazing before.
I'm sure we should go in just to smell it.
does it look like it is currently occupied?
I was gonna say,
or does
somebody
it
like
look
it's
abandoned?
there.
It looks like no one's been here in
Well, then I
quite
still
some
think it's a
time.
great place to do the things that we wanted to do, so.
Are we being observed or? Did he,
I mean, there's so
I
much
mean, we
chaos.
moved away that far enough.
There's chaos everywhere and no one's really paying attention to what anyone else is doing.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Go forward.
You walk in this place, the tapestries are gone, the rugs, the pillows, the incense, all gone. This place is empty, doesn't look, matter of fact, everything is covered in dust except for your footprints and the dust from when you were here a few hours ago.
But just our footprints. There's not like an extra set of footprints.
Do they have a root cellar, anything like that?
So this was a single room above.
What?
Magic?
Ghosts.
No ghosts.
No ghosts.
No.
No poison.
No. No ghosts.
As
There were no ghosts.
As you say that, as he questions that and he queries it, and you all, no. You could swear there's something standing behind him.
Oh, is there?
You see Zalara step out.
Does she have her head?
Only you can see through her partially.
Zalara, you have your head. What? How'd you?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I did not tell you the whole truth earlier.
Yeah, we figured that out.
I said I was powerless to go against Lamm. I tried. I went, just as I sent you to the fishery. I was not as successful. His thugs found me, took me down to him and his little lair. He said I was too beautiful to simply kill, so he cut off my head to keep it, threw my body to his alligator.
Glad he didn't have a chance to do that to me.
How would you like to be interred?
Part of me is linked. Did you take?
I took the cards and the hat box. I asked for the cards. I wanted them to be together just in case.
Part of me is linked to the deck you possess. I'll always be tied to it.
But do you want to be?
You're going to need my help. I told you great violence was coming to this city. Maelstrom of violence, a storm, and you would be the rocks upon which that storm would break. Now you see, out there, what I said was true.
Who brings the storm?
The storm is always here.
I know we're all pretty great and everything, but like, why are we the rocks that it breaks again? What about us? We didn't sign up for that.
From the beginning of time, people have questioned their fates. What is, simply is. You can fight against it, but in the end, your destiny has been chosen. I would appreciate it if you'd reduce that to ash, gestures to the head. You'll want to keep my deck.
I will comply. You know, I've never made friends with a ghost before, so that was a first. And, you know, I think now I can say ghosts like me.
I will be able to aid you as I am linked to it from time to time. But for now, follow the brook. And then she's gone.
See, that was a good ghost. You just met a good ghost.
What?
She called you a rock.
I wasn't listening at all. I was completely trying to figure out where the bread went that I ate just a little bit ago. I didn't hear any of it.
You can take that Benny back.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Okay. So I don't know what we're supposed to do.
Well, the brooch now, I guess, doesn't get buried in a root cellar somewhere hidden. I guess we're going to have to keep that on us.
Yeah.
So, is it covered in a cloth yet? If not, we can...
It was in a bundle, right?
Everything was wrapped in cloth.
Wrapped up, so we'll just ensure that is wrapped back up as safely as I can.
Well, let's,
bag.
unless you wish to go to your own individual homes, I can put us up for the night at the Fresh Brew. And that way we have a chance to clear our minds, get a bath.
I can see about preparing a meal. And
Potatoes,
also,
yeah.
I do actually want to check in on the place, make sure that there's not an opportunity for looting or anything, other untoward things happening to the establishment along the way.
I guess since our fates are like linked, you know, I guess we should stick together. Probably.
Huh.
All right, to the end. Come on, good garden.
She took that much quicker.
Potatoes. There's potatoes there. I'm hungry too.
All right. Some onions as well.
Oh, just potatoes.
Back to the brew, eh? Getting there, her words, you're replaying them in your mind and you're seeing firsthand, this place has gone mad. And right as you're about a block away from the brew, out of an alley, you hear another roar of a mob, and you see this fairly well-dressed man. You're going to guess some sort of lower nobility, although his knee of his trousers are ripped. Looks like his hair is definitely a mess, and he's scrabbling to get up as he's running, and this mob of people is following. They've got sticks, clubs, a couple of them actually do have pitchforks.
Oh, told you.
Die, Dundee! Death to you and your false queen! You see this portly woman in the front, got a club in her hand, and she looks dead set on just eliminating this guy. Bet you never worked an honest day in your life, have you? Queen's man. My brother had his arm crushed by a bear on the docks when he was younger than you. Never raised that arm with a mug of ale with that wrist ever again. I'm gonna show you how that feels.
Why, good woman? What would be the point? Why would you cause and inflict such pain on someone who already has so much pain in their lives? Being under the thumb of that heinous woman. Do you
Under her thumb?
think that's curse enough?
He's a bootlicker, he is!
Well, everyone has to earn a scrap of bread and fill their belly somehow. He has to do it by licking the boots of that, well, that bitch.
What? Roll persuasion.
My pearls.
Do we know this lower nobility person, or we?
Do we know the woman?
Random?
Oh, I was wondering about the woman.
Well, that sounds good. I think we're gonna have to do all that
Oh my
nonsense.
goodness.
9.
For the use of the word, I'll give you back a penny. What are you saying? Saying he's got as bad as we do?
He just has it in a different way. Think about the pain that she can cause him. He simply shows up a second late. His boots aren't polished to the right degree. Her face doesn't shine in the mirror quite right that day. And this man, his head comes off his shoulders. So trust me when I say, his plight's different. He may have his head sleep upon a feathered pillow at night, but that pillow is a guillotine every day if he steps 1 inch out of the way. You should start quivering and begging right now, guy.
You see him? It's true! It's true! You've no idea the horrors I've seen at her feet. All of them, a couple of the guys are still eyeing you. Hey, you run that place down there?
I do. We're about to have happy hour.
Have what?
Happy hour. Half-price drinks.
Oh, half price, huh?
In memory of the king.
Oh, yeah. What do you think about that? The woman.
Free mug of ale with the purchase of a meal.
He grabs her hand, stands up. Apologies. 'Tis true what I said about my brother, though. 'Tis not fair.
It isn't. It so isn't. We've all suffered in Corvosa time from time. What do you do for a living, my good lady?
I'm a homemaker. What of it?
Do you do any darning, knitting?
I do.
Occasionally, I have people stay at the Fresh Brew from out of town, and they need to have their garments mended.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying that if you could use the extra coin, I could use someone whose name I could give freely that would be able to take on that extra work.
What's your name?
Oh, I'm Gavin. Gavin Underfoot. And I like to see good people, such as yourself, be taken care of when it can be done.
That sounds right nice of you. I'll take you up on that.
Very well. You stop by the Fresh Brew and we'll leave the information, and I will see about arranging this in the future. See what we can do for you, ma'am.
All right then. Let's keep your nose clean, you.
He doesn't.
To death with the queen.
Spit.
Everyone else is like, happy hour? I'm not happy.
Well, gentlemen, I have to be off. We have fires to stoke and ales to pour.
What are we doing in you? We gotta have some of this happy hour.
All right, so we got a nice big group around us that'll help us score
Yeah, I
us
feel
to
like
the
we're
Fresh
going
Brew.
with the whole crowd now.
It's funny. People up in the shingles now looking down, see what you're doing. Are you gonna destroy that storefront? Are you gonna hang that man? And instead, everyone's happy hour. Death to the queen! Long live the king!
Start a little song. Get a little anti-Disney song there.
And the well-dressed nobleman quickly
Tip my hat to you, sir.
he disappeared. You all reach the Fresh Brew with your entourage. Poor Shim, eyes go wide as this crowd of people comes pouring in behind you. What did you do?
Anything that's about to go bad, deep fry it and serve it.
Even that lame turkey?
Deep fry it and serve it.
Right, lads? Get the turkey?
I'll go and start performing to the crowd.
They're all, some have never been here, some have. Never have they known happy hour. So spirits, despite everything that's occurring outside the doors of the Fresh Brew, are quite high. And now as you get upon the makeshift stage, they're, oh, look at this, look at her, what's going on here?
Crown or no crown?
Hi, sing free, bird!
Yeah, I'll sing Freebird.
All right. Give me a performance roll.
When she hits that high now, I'm gonna throw her some light. Multicolor, please.
9.
You get your D6 as well?
Oh, right.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a smarts roll.
A what?
Smarts.
You're smart.
We're about to find out. 5.
So you had a, what, a 10?
I had a D10, but it's a 9.
Now it's a 10. Because of the +1, because she just gave you a light show with her.
Nice.
So you're belting out Freebird. And in no time, mugs are raised. People are linking arms. What are you doing, Gaedren?
I am still outside. Is there a place I can mount this alligator head?
On the exterior or the interior?
Outside. Somewhere I can display it.
I mean, theoretically, yes. Over one of the windows, perhaps. Or does the brew have a sign over the door?
Yes.
So that's out of the question.
That's where to go. And I'm going to do my best to grab some mud and write on the wall with the mud.
Being illiterate, what are you writing?
What was his name?
Gobbleguts?
Gobbleguts, no more, is what I'm going to try to write on there.
I put warning on bar. Children, you are safe. Gobbleguts no more.
So let all the kids know that he's dead. Yeah.
Sadly, due to all the commotion inside and revelry, you're not aware of what's going on outside. But the artistry that you are witnessing by your own hand is quite spectacular.
I'm proud. I'm proud.
So Margot's giving her performance. Everyone's having a grand time. The rest of you just kind of kicking back and relaxing. What are you doing?
Yeah, well, while she's doing that, do we want to do something with this stuff?
Probably.
Because I'm sure we don't want to haul. It's not very sneaky when you haul around
Do we have a safe at the
this
Fresh Brew?
large bag of.
You got a lock chest, yeah.
We'll offer the locked chest for the items that will fit in it easily. I'll put the head in the root cellar. Little note on it.
C
that
next to
says,
everything.
Do not open.
So that way you know what's
Do
in the
not
chest.
deep fry.
Really, do not open. Go up to Shem.
What?
It's a human head. Don't open.
What the hell?
Was she
Why
human?
you don't bring it in here?
I thought his name was
I'm
Smelty.
going to have to do a little.
Smelting? Is that what it is? Smelting?
Yeah,
There's a
Smelty.
ceremony. Has to be performed in the morning at first light, though. Trust me.
Couldn't take it somewhere else.
I mean, I want to keep it as fresh as possible.
Fresh!
The root cellar is a perfect opportunity.
What's the matter
By the
with
way,
fresh?
that turkey smells delicious.
Well, that's my nephew's lamb turkey, and now it's dead. Now I got to explain what happened to his lamb turkey. Uncle, what happened to my lamb turkey? Oh, I'm sorry, lad. We had to kill it and eat it because we had a whole mob of people coming to hunt.
I don't want any turkey, but I put everything in the freezer.
All right. Okay.
Minus the things that everybody's already
Gotcha.
taken and stuff, so.
So the rest of the evening, the people in here are largely oblivious to what's happening out there.
And that's how I want to keep it. Oh, the first person. The GM.
Man. I had it turned off. I thought I had it turned off.
I switch and start singing that song.
Everyone. Is that
Sing it with me, everybody. Sing it with me. Come on.
Is that halfling? Is that halfling tongue? I don't know. Do you know the words? It's freaking halfling. How am I gonna know the word? I don't know. Just do this.
I'm from the back of the room, like, yeah!
Oh crap! No, knows halfling too. Hum it. And about this time, you've. Children everywhere will know the truth.
Okay.
The Gaedren comes striding in. There's a song. You've never heard it before. Perhaps it's halfling. But Margot's doing a fantastic job of singing it. And despite the largely human crowd, they too seem to be largely enjoying it. Those
I'm going to
Those
dance.
halfling songs, man. Well, what?
I'm extremely pleased with myself. I am going
Well,
to
at least someone
dance.
is.
Give me an athletics roll.
Oh,
Oh, we're getting down.
let's see.
I mean, do you have performance?
We're going to pop
No.
and lock? What are we
No,
doing
I don't
here?
have anything like
I was
that.
just standing in the crowd, just,
Oh no, I'm imagining him being him.
Oh yeah,
Kicking
just-
out.
Oh,
There's gonna be
ridiculous.
chairs
Yeah.
and tables going everywhere. I just gotta see how bad things are gonna be.
What would you say it was?
Athletics.
Oh, athletics. So I got a 6 and a 4. Is that right? Or just
you always
6.
roll the six.
So 2 6s then, right?
Athletics, yeah, 2 6s.
2. I'm not very good.
He's hard to miss. So as you're eyeing everything,
It's going very well. I'm quite pleased with myself.
suddenly he comes in. He too seems quite pleased with himself.
Why does he have that look upon his face?
And then his eyes lock on Margot, and you see him start nodding.
Oh no.
And then he turns, and a table. And the guy's like, "Oh, what the hell!" And then he kicks a chair, snaps the leg, and the guy falls. Oh God! Ale goes, hits another table. Oh damn you! That was good turkey. That was.
Seeing all of this, I want to stop my performance. Hopefully stopping.
A bowl goes flying,
Wait for bird again.
hits another guy in the head.
When she's done, I'll just start clapping.
You've seen this before. This is about to become a bar brawl really, really fast.
All right.
And oblivious to it all, in the middle of it all.
All right, everybody, that's my performance. Thank you all so much for coming.
I'll try to be
Roll
loud and
performance,
break
see
it
if you can
down.
get their attention.
Okay, come
Let's
on.
see how good of a performer you are.
Using it? 8.
Let's see what happens here.
Come on, they're not that smart. Should be able to. It should be good.
Thank you. Tip your waiter, everybody.
Hey, watch where you're putting that butt of yours, eh? I want your behind in my plate. Oh, bloody hell!
Alright, come on, let's get potatoes. Let's go.
It's dripping everywhere. Oh!
We don't show that straight.
You let people... Is that regular right here?
Ask the last guy who didn't pay his tab.
Ooh.
Don't forget to pay your tab.
Did anyone recognize...
I hope they did.
Cool! Gaedren Lamm, that is.
Yeah.
One by one. Ding, ding, ding. All these heads are now turning. One, just your intimidating, towering appearance.
Sure.
You're still covered in alligator blood and
I
guts,
am.
and Gaedren blood and guts, and
Spider.
spider,
And giggles.
and giggles, and now you're holding the severed
Oh, there was a
head.
mage. There was a mage or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. There's
nasty.
a lot of commingled blood. Yeah, yeah. And now you've got a severed head.
I'm proud of that as well.
Where's the alligator head?
What is he doing with a freaking head? How many heads do you have?
I mean, more than a normal person.
Where's the gator head?
That one's being turned into the constables tomorrow for the bounty.
Oh, it's outside. Do we need to have a head locker? What?
No. And don't forget to write down a little overtime for yourself for the week.
I'm gonna go
Clear
outside
with the
and
accountant.
you told me that the alligator head was outside, so I'm gonna go have a look.
Well, this was covered in management school.
You step out and the alligator head has been. I'm not sure how it's mounted up there. You really probably don't want to know. It's above one of the windows, and then mud. There's just all these weird markings all around the head, going around the side of the building. It's no language that you've ever seen. You're not sure what that is. Or...
Yeah, he's,
It's an original Gargan Pollock.
he's so proud.
If someone runs by, that to the queen! That's right, we're gonna do that to the queen! Yeah!
Your bar's been Banksy'd.
I'm gonna go
I
back
think it
in
just
and
means I
break
have
the
to figure out a way to get a new
Gaedren.
facade and
There's,
sell this to a nobleman.
there's, if anyone hasn't noticed, we're missing one of the heads.
Which one?
We got so many.
I can't keep track of all of them.
Would you ask me where it is?
Where's it at?
No, go outside and see.
Okay. Take a
Did
walk
you
out
not
into
see
the
it?
chaos of the night with a mug in my hand because I tried to get a little more cleaned up.
You step out,
That's to the queen.
And then
Brother
you-
has it coming.
and at first you think someone is standing right there against the wall. What the? There's Gobblegut's head. You're not sure how. It's somehow stuck to the wall above the window, and then there are mud markings. Someone has taken just clumps of it and just made. It's not a language you've ever seen,
So it's quite mortifying.
and it's going all the way around it, around the side of the building.
I'll come out eating a potato or two.
He looks very proud of himself as he's eating his potato.
Gobbler no more.
Huh. That's what you got out of that.
I don't know too.
Gobbler no more.
Sure.
Children safe.
Sure. Thanks. Thank you, buddy.
I mean, with all the chaos going around, someone's just going to think they vandalized the place. So really, this is far from the worst thing that could have happened tonight.
Slap him on the back.
I think my L7 is permanently damaged. It's wonderful, buddy. You're the best. I love you like a brother. Okay. Well, might as well leave this for the night. All right, we'll get that cleaned up in the morning. Okay. Head back inside. Kind of shake my head a little bit. Go back, check, see how the food's doing.
Anything outside change?
Things calm a little bit, just after the inertial adrenaline burst of everything, but no, there's still fire glows on the horizon.
Have we rented out the rooms?
No.
Nope. All right. If anybody wants to, we've got 3 rooms available upstairs, so you can have room 1, 2, or the presidential suite. Number 3.
Well,
You know you want to.
I mean, it just makes sense.
Of course, here you go. Okay. Presidential suite is actually a broom closet. We gave it that name to rent it out a lot more. So it works every time.
As the events of the evening finally take their toll, your adrenaline bursts, leaving you tired, sleepy. You've ate, you've drank, you've performed. Head up to your rooms. All you can think of is what can presidential suite offer. A great, luxurious bed, feather pillows. When you open the door, step in. Wonder where the lantern. You hit a wall. And another wall.
There's no windows.
And another wall.
There's a cot.
There's a cot.
Wool blanket. It's kind of scratchy.
Definitely gonna get revenge for this one.
You enter your room. I wonder what the presidential suite's like. Gotta be better than this. This is pretty good. Look at it. Got a window view.
Okay.
Where does Gaedren sleep?
On stage. Doesn't matter. On a table, I don't know.
Little blankety stuffs underneath
Yeah,
there. He pulls
yeah.
it out, shakes it out a little
Perfectly
bit.
fine. He's smiling and dreaming of pleasant things.
I'll
Alligators,
scoot the last person
potatoes.
out. If anybody's actually leery about going outside, we'll let them stay the night in the bar itself. But for the most part, it's typical. 3:30 in the morning. It's time to go home. You don't have to go home. Can't stay here. Clear out all the tabs. Make sure everybody's paid up. If we have any issues, have them explain to Gaedren why if they're not paying. Make sure Shim gets a 5 silver bonus for the night. You're just right out of the till. There you go, buddy. You earned it. Make sure first thing in the morning when you come back, we get a new list together of what we're going to need for the next couple of days.
If it's going to be like this, we're going to need a whole lot.
Happy hour seems to be quite popular. Maybe we should limit it to only 1 hour
That might-
instead of happy hours. So,
I gotta see if I can find another damn turkey for my nephew. Yeah, so.
be safe, buddy.
And then once he's outside, the hell!
I'll lock the door.
So if you're not going to do anything else for the remainder of the evening, we'll say you hit the hay and rise the next morning. What would you like to do?
Clean. That's
Clean?
it. Yeah,
Okay.
just clean myself. It was disgustingly gross.
How to sleep? Do we get our PowerPoints back after we sleep now?
Yep.
Oh, we do. Okay.
Come back to me. I missed you.
I want to come storming down the stairs. Gavin!
Yeah, you got kind of a crick in your neck.
I'll come out from my little office area where I have my cot.
That was not funny.
What happened? Are you okay? Nightmares?
Yeah, presidential suite, my butt.
Oh, it was breakfast.
Should have done a room check.
Your garden's still snoring.
Sure.
This is a situation outside. Has anyone been outside? No. We better go look at my coffee.
Yeah.
Go look out the window, see if it's,
There are not riots. It's still going on. It may have toned down a little bit. It's because people are tired, but it's still going on.
still actively fires burning and things.
Different fires this time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it doesn't look much better.
Okay, well, I mean, my establishment has been vandalized. Better than that, still useful.
I think you should leave the mud. That way people feel like it's already been hit
Oh, that's a
and they
good
won't
idea.
come back.
I like it.
I agree.
Okay.
Shem shows up. Okay, we got a problem.
All right. Yeah. You want to do it numerically or alphabetically? Come on in, buddy. Hey, have you met, Gaedren, of course. Are you familiar with Margot? Have you guys had a chance to meet?
You've seen my
Margot,
performances,
Shem,
obviously.
Margot? You probably know her by her stage name, The Magnificent Margot. Yes.
Yes, he
and,
clearly has heard of me.
Eudophora?
Oh, hey.
What?
You'll probably be hanging out quite a bit. All right, so sit on down, Shem. You want some coffee?
Is that the one you said? Stamps.
Did you find that turkey?
What?
For me, nephew. You get the turkey.
I did. Which is part of the problem.
Turkey?
Should we be investing in turkeys?
Potato.
Okay.
A lot of Corvosa don't like the queen.
Okay, good.
Stevedores at the docks, sitting on their behinds, not doing a thing.
Gotcha.
Merchants coming in,
Well, they're not getting any goods?
no one unloading anything because everyone's refusing to work. They're figuring the queen already likes to spend. Well, now she'll spend more. She'll raise taxes even more. The city can't survive.
Okay.
I can boost your smarts.
I'll take a boost to smarts.
You give her a tablet. Does she have to eat or drink anything? At this point, I'm just seeing you as kind of like this drug pusher. It's like, I can make you better.
Yeah.
I got some.
Yeah, what do you want? Some smarts? Some vigor?
I got some performance enhancers right here for you.
Actually, yeah, we'll say smarts.
Well, I'd be okay if it was like, bigger.
It's just for 5
It
rounds.
doesn't last. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
That'd be
I have
cool.
a higher D. I have a higher D and D8 and bigger.
I'm trying really hard to read this right now, like really hard.
Well, I was going to make it thievery, but thievery is linked with agility, so it's more physical, not understanding languages or codes and whatnot. So smart's probably the best bet.
I have extras in languages. Because of my smarts and because of my...
Oh no, it's just smarts is the way to go, so yeah.
Okay. You're the demon.
You gotta roll.
Well, did she boost me?
I don't know, she's gotta roll first.
Nothing?
Well, she's writing her haiku first.
Yeah.
So we all have to wait.
All right then. In the meantime, with your stupendous roll that you had earlier, that brooch would be instant entrance into the castle.
Yeah, I'm sure. Straight down to the gallows.
Yeah, no kidding.
Not necessarily.
Put them in the Iron Maiden.
Yeah, right.
It'd be worth a pretty penny. Pretty penny.
Yeah. We'll hang on to it for now. So we figure out what we're gonna do.
Little gnome reading, trying to impress us all, acting like she's smart.
Oh,
Do I feel like smart?
I don't know, let's find out.
feel slightly insulted.
Maybe I'm just not smart enough to know that I should.
Don't forget your wild die.
Oh, right.
Woohoo!
7 either way.
Not quite a raise. So what is your smarts right now?
A D6.
Now it's a D8 for the next 5 rounds.
Okay. So it's D8. And... Okay, so roll to see if I can make anything out of this. That's terrible.
You got 5 times, 5 rounds, right? You should try 5
I'm
times.
gonna try 5 times. I got a 3. So, it won't be me right now.
You're pretty sure, yeah, this lists not just what he was doing, but where. You can't make out anything specific, but probably worth a pretty penny to the authorities. Because he had his hands in a lot of different things.
Okay. I would divulge that information once the burning of the head is commenced and finished.
Shortly after you finish with that is when you hear your name being called, and you run out back as everyone is passing around the flask.
Oddly enough, unlike the unrhyming things, there's lots of limericks in the Caden Kalen stuff. So yeah, there's a whole lot of limericks being said during the ceremony.
Yeah, but are they good?
No, not particularly. Nope.
And do we drink?
Yep. Now you drink. Basically, it's just a really drunken wake. Yeah. Really early in the morning. Great excuse for morning drinking.
Do I notice any fires in the shingles area? Is that what it's called, shingles?
Not near here, no.
If anybody has anything they want to say, now is your last chance to have the gods lift it upon the smoke that rises.
So, Lara, I knew you were shady. I didn't know you were a shade. You'll be missed.
Drink!
You can take one of those paintings back.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I will scoop up the ashes into some kind of mug that I can cap, and we'll make sure those get spread here in a little while. The docks it is! Alrighty. Gargan, would you like to go to the docks? Go see the seagulls?
It was the lady the whole time that put the card on Gargan.
Yep.
He just came to that realization. I'm sorry, guys.
But he did realize it. That's what matters.
It's actually impressive.
Progress.
Yeah.
You head to the docks, and much as Shem described, instead of the hustle and bustle of activity of ships being loaded and unloaded, stevedores running all over the place, they're just kind of sitting there, talking, laughing, throwing dice. No one's working. They see you.
Well met, brothers.
Come to hang out, did you? No work being done this day.
Not a lot being done in memory of the king. It'd be a shame to miss out on it. And what a better place to come down to hang out with the fine, hard-working people who keep all of Corvosa moving. It's you.
All of Corvosa is going to go up in embers. The queen's going to spend all the money, going to raise all the taxes. Man won't be able to work, make enough money to actually survive. So we're taking a stand. We don't work, the city don't either.
It's going to work out excellent. And
It's going to show them, isn't it? Got to put a
Yes,
message. Let them know.
absolutely. And then they're going to send down guards to then start swinging clubs, cracking skulls. But that's probably 2 or 3 days away. So revelry now, worry about the pain in a few days. And of course, I will tend to any wounds that need to be looked upon.
See? Hey.
I've got you.
Hello there.
It's my friend Margot.
Friend,
She is,
how much of a friend?
she's magnificent.
I
Damn
am.
right. I mean,
I am.
you are.
It's nice to meet me, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, yeah.
It,
We've come to just see if you might consider getting things running again.
oh, you mean?
We have a performance tonight at the Fresh Brew where Margot was going to be debuting some new songs that she was hoping to share with the crowd, but unfortunately, we are low on everything and nothing is moving. So I was hoping that if we could give you and a couple of friends, just a couple, VIP tickets, the front table
And a special performance.
at the table. We'd maybe get some goods rolling our way. Of course, we would pay for them. We wouldn't be, looking for a handout. So here's a small list of things we'd be looking for. A couple barrels of that, some bourbon, some foodstuffs, blah, 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 blah.
He turns around. All his buddies is giving you the death look.
I wink at everybody.
And free ale!
Ooh, that.
Have you guys heard about happy hour?
What?
It's an hour during the evening when
give him a
all
little light
drinks
show,
are
just a light
half
one.
off. But that won't matter for him and 3 of his best friends, because they'll be drinking and eating for free at the head table.
All right, what is friends?
Well, he'll be the decider of that. We have things to do, and if that list happens to show up at the Fresh Brew by, say, 3 o'clock this afternoon, him and 3 of his best friends are going to be doing quite well tonight and having a very good time. And all the rest, well, they will be envious. Have a good day, gentlemen.
You turn and walk off, you glance back, they're shoving him.
I think you had an effect.
I think that I did, yeah. I tend to have an effect on people, though, so it's nothing new.
You don't say. God, I don't get it.
What, again?
What happened over there?
Are we walking back to, where are we going, back to the thing?
We dealt with the. We don't have any other things to do. Go out to the end of the dock.
What is it?
Wait for the wind to blow in the opposite direction. Oh.
I'm gonna roll to
With the here?
here. Yeah,
No
notice.
hearing.
Why are we
You hear the water, the talk of all. I mean, the docks are as far as the eye can see. So a lot of halfling chatter. Yells still. King is dead!
This way. I'm gonna crouch. Like I'm looking for something.
Isn't it time to be dancing?
Gargan no dance.
What are you doing?
He's trying to be something.
Oh, I thought that was dancing.
Ghosts.
It's a work in progress.
I thought we already dealt with the ghost.
Oh, Gargan here, ghosts.
What did you hear this time, Gargan?
Maybe nothing.
Okay, buddy. Are you getting enough sleep? Maybe you should sleep in a bed tonight.
Gargan no sleep in bed.
The presidential suite is fabulous.
Oh,
You'll love it.
You're willing to give that up?
Yeah, out of the goodness of my heart.
Oh. See?
So where are you headed?
I was gonna head to the very end of the dock, wait for the wind to go out,
Wind snatches?
wait.
okay.
Gargan here, ghosts.
So what is this ghost? What do you hear?
This is Gargan. Gargan.
And that's it. Have you tried asking what they want?
What do you want?
A few halflings are.
No big deal.
Got this cord wrapped around his neck that was being blown. Is there way too long? Always have a good midwife.
It's a damn shame.
Oh, no.
Can I? Are we good? Can we finish off the human remains ash thing, buddy? Brother of mine.
I'm going to put on Giggles' eye patch. Giggles!
Garin, take
I'm
that
going to
off.
pull out his flail.
Macabre.
You should put that away.
You do hear someone. Aye, is that Giggles?
Get him medicated.
Oh!
No.
No.
Giggles is dead.
All right, I'll put the stuff away.
Thank you.
I'll pull out the short sword and the wand that I got and wave it in the air.
Oh my gosh. Garin, put the
Any
wand
of those
away.
things.
This is the only new things I have. Maybe they're haunted. I don't
Put
know.
them up, and put the eye patch on, and let's go.
That's all I got.
Yeah, his eye patch, and let's carry on to the
I
dock.
will cautiously follow behind them every once in a while. Shake something in the air.
Nothing appears to be happening.
Oh, Elgin, buddy. You've
Gargan, not crazy.
made my life so much more interesting.
Gargan here, go.
You think it's
Gargan,
Elgin?
crazy.
Oh,
Little
no,
people
I'm just
crazy.
thanking him for bringing Gargan into
Little
my
people.
life.
What if it is, though?
Little
What if it
people
is?
just short.
Somehow Elgin is talking to him.
I know it would be much more direct.
What?
Smart words.
It's ghosts. Little people can't do nothing because they're so small.
All right, I will now throw those into the wind.
Thank you.
As the dust goes out on the wind, with all his talk of ghosts, you all freeze as you see the ashes hit something. It's as though there is a figure standing there. You see it hit and touch upon it, cling to it temporarily. And it looks a lot like the form of Zalara. And you hear the whisper, "See the queen." And then the dust goes back to normal, flowing upon the wind.
Okay.
The Gaedren's smart.
Let's get a bag of flour
Go
from one of the.
surreal.
You think we could maybe sweet talk our way into a bag of flour to
Well, I don't
carry
think I
in?
can sweet talk my way into anything, but you, I think, you have any of these halflings around your finger if you
Yeah,
wanted to.
yeah.
Why do we need flour?
Just in case this happens again, where maybe we have a ghost walking with us.
I'll be doing it all the time to make me hold it before I enter combat.
We would probably get that at a local mercantile
You
type
think?
of place
Okay.
or
Yeah.
somebody,
Yeah.
a supplier.
The Gaedren think you owe him apology.
Garin, I'm sorry that we didn't believe
The
that.
Gaedren ghost hunter.
Is that a thing you want to do now?
Yeah, maybe. Ghost hunt.
I think everything in this world seems to be pointing us towards trying to get a
Queen.
meeting, a visitation with the queen.
We have Queen's brooch.
You see a few people look up.
There's no roaches.
Yeah, the queen doesn't have roaches. Her castle is clean.
Oh, she's got roaches.
Alrighty, let's get out of here. Well, getting's good.
I'm sorry, guys.
Slightly larger steps for us smaller people and move a little faster out of where we are.
Yeah.
Time it. More of a shuffle.
Given your background, could you give me a notice roll?
Oh, double aces. Do I need to keep rolling?
Sure.
Do it again.
I notice everything.
5 and a 4.
So 12?
Yeah, 6, 6. It'd be 12.
8 plus 6 is
8 plus 4. You don't add the different
Oh, I
dice?
don't. Oh, sorry. Yeah. You just tell me what I rolled. Go ahead.
I'm still trying to
My
understand.
math
too.
is still not. Go ahead.
You're just rolling the 2 dice, but they're separate.
I know.
And then if you ace.
You keep telling me that, but I'm gonna keep trying to add them together.
Okay. As you head off after his exclamation of the brooch, you notice a couple of halflings slip off the barrels they were sitting on, and now they're kind of slowly following you.
Do I know them? Did they look familiar?
No, but you are familiar with someone following you with ill intent.
How far back are they?
I mean, they're staying far enough back so it's to try and not be noticeable.
Yeah.
Anytime anyone starts to look around, they tend to be looking at something else.
Do we pass a vendor of sorts? Maybe selling food?
Yes. Plenty of those.
Okay. Wait! Ghosts!
Hey, pigeon on a stick.
Ghosts! I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna start getting some food.
Pigeon on a stick is best. I make sauce myself. It's very spicy.
Ghosts!
What?
Oh,
No ghosts.
As he's talking to about the pigeon and the ghost, I will whisper to you two that I believe that we're being followed
That's great.
It's not surprising.
by two
know. It's not surprising.
two halflings back there.
Are you often stalked?
I am. That's for sure. But given the exclamation, I'm not surprised that people are interested. What should we do?
We should explain to them politely and firmly that they should go about their way.
Hey, you got Gwen?
and hand him a rusty sword.
What? No trade.
I got it.
You eat pigeon.
I got it. Okay.
Oh, two pigeon.
No.
2 pigeon.
I'll toss in the corner.
All
Give
right.
him his pigeon. He's big.
You got 2 pigeons on a stick.
Woo, boy, someone gonna get stabbed
Thank
with
you
those.
So, are we still being followed?
Yeah, they're at a stall about 50, 60 feet down. pretending to look at scarves.
They're looking at scarves.
No ghosts here.
Now,
Just
would
pigeon.
like since we're kind of near the docks, would either of us be relatively familiar with this area?
I mean, just the fact that halflings run the docks doesn't necessarily mean that you're dock.
Not dock
Yeah, you're not dock people hanging out of the docks.
My
all the time.
family really isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
but
sure
like
that
all
we
of
have-
our friends and
Yes.
people like that would
But
probably.
none of my.
I mean, if you have friends, I don't know if you do. Probably not.
Look at how quickly we became friends.
Gagargan, your friend.
Look how quickly we're going to become unfriends. What are you doing? They're following
Everybody
us.
makes friends with me.
Who's following
Let's
us?
walk up to him. Excuse me, you two, gentlemen.
Right here.
Hi.
These guys.
Welcome, nice to meet you. My name's Gavin. Hi. My compatriot here, who's a professional in the kind of skulk and daggery kind of stuff, has pointed out to me that you are now following us, and I do not appreciate that. So I'm going to ask you, in the most polite terms, to turn around and go back about your way. Here's a gold coin for you. Here's a gold coin for you, and skedaddle. Because the next thing that follows this gold coin will be, what's that maul made out of that you carry around so much?
Pigeon. Let's just say
Once he gets done eating the pigeon, there'll be mauls, and then it will get ugly. So take the easy coin,
Uglier than him.
or earn the hard coin,
Unless
and I'll
you
make
just
my
have a
persuasion roll.
message. You have something to tell us.
Hell, I'll intimidate him
Look at this pigeon
with my
stick.
pigeon sticks,
I
if
will
need
get
be.
an 8 on my persuasion.
Wait, you have a pigeon up there.
Yeah.
That's pull out my money.
Yep. That's his new favorite food. And pork.
No, that pigeon's mine.
Oh, okay, there you go. All right. I offered it to you earlier.
They do some quick math in their heads.
Have a good day, Jen. Oh, hey, if I need your services at some point in the future, where can I contact you?
Services for what?
I want someone followed in a professional manner.
The Old Glory Tavern on the docks.
Good to meet you guys.
Hey, might want to put a gag on that one.
Yeah, or at least like a halter. Gotcha. Exactly.
Horses.
All right.
Where are you headed now?
Write that down.
Yeah, just you never know.
You never know.
I forgot where we were going.
Everything is pointing us towards going to meet the queen. I was kind of hoping that the guy that we saved might come back with something, but you know what? We have the thing. Ghosts and spirits are now telling us to get involved. Everything
wanna
is
waltz up to
screaming.
the-
You know, I don't want to know, but I've got a feeling that ghosts aren't going to go away and stop bothering us about this until we do it. And I got to admit, I've never felt more full of myself now than ever before.
But if we
Yes,
do,
This
if
time
we,
I'm not going first.
but if we go, am I gonna have to
Garn
get back
go
the
first.
crown?
No, Gagarin.
We'll just
can't
leave
go
it here.
first.
Okay. Yeah.
Gavin's
Plus,
gonna
honestly,
go
that
first.
crown doesn't look nearly good enough for the queen. So,
I mean, it was good enough for me.
well, yeah, that makes sense. Now, let's get going.
Margot go first. Wear crown.
No, we're not wearing crowns around the queen.
Put on queen's brooch.
This is you're just filled with excellent, horrible
There are no
ideas to get
roaches.
poor Margot murdered today.
They're in a small market area. That
Stop talking about roaches.
He's obsessed with roaches. He just ate a bird. Look, he'll eat anything. Look, there's a mouse on the ground.
It tastes like chocolate.
Eat the mouse.
I'm gonna toss him an onion.
Prove the point.
I'm eating pigeon.
You've
got
got
dual
to be
wield.
done with the pigeon by now. It's been like 2
I'm
blocks.
snacking.
But see, he literally eats anything.
Have a nice day, everybody.
Like he's out of character. Let's go.
Just
Yeah, and just
keep going.
book it.
Sorry, guys.
so you're going where?
We have to go back to get, or are you carrying it around with you?
No, I kept it on me because
Let's head that way.
Yeah, let's just do it.
was.
they said it was.
Eventually, this level of bravado is going to die down, and the adrenaline of knocking Lamb off is going to leave me, and I might lose whatever it is I have. And right now I'm boistered by the spirits of ghosts and
That may, they may find out we did it.
oh, there you
We
go.
don't know exactly how that's gonna turn out.
Yeah.
Gaedren never been to castle.
Castle Corvosa it is.
There's always a first.
You can't say the word brooch.
Just don't even broach the subject. Like, just.
Gaedren remember.
Castle Corvosa is easily seen from just about anywhere in the city because it was built upon a pyramid that was
You're
here
gonna say it
long
because it's on fire.
when the first settlers got here. There are about 4 different ways to approach it because there are ramps and stairways on 4 sides. It would appear, because there's still a crowd all surrounding the base of that pyramid, that when word of the king's demise hit, it hit here first and then just kind of spread outward. So there, you can see what you're assuming is blood in the dirt in some places. Streets, the cracks of the cobblestone still have blood in them. The guards around here all look tired, wide-eyed, and you can see a number of them up on the walls with crossbows. There's still some yelling. Hang the queen! What happened to the king? Because apparently no official information has actually been given out. So as you approach, make your way through the crowd into the courtyard before you would actually ascend the pyramid. You see crossbow quarrels all pointed at you from above on the walls. 2 guards look at each other and they're eyeing him.
He's not as scary as he looks. We have something important.
What are you about? What do you want?
Should we? We have to talk to the queen.
Oh, you and everyone else.
This is legitimately, she's gonna want to hear this.
And why is that?
Why is that? What do you got? I can't.
We have message from
I'm
Ghost.
enraptured with your words.
You have what?
Message from Ghost.
The queen's no time for addle-brained half-orcs or wee folk with feelings of importance.
Should we
Refolk?
do you think we should just tell them?
You know.
How does the queen have
What's
time
refolk?
for her brooch?
They look at each other. What brooch might that be?
The one that went missing. The one that she wants back. I mean, I guess if you don't want us to give it to her.
See Maul? Maul hit.
No.
Lamb and head up. Cut his head off. Take his brooch. Gaedren Lamm.
A guy on the wall. Follow me.
Oh. Good garden, get this in.
These 2 start heading up the steps of the pyramid.
So sorry.
3 more following behind you
So 5 altogether so far?
so far.
Okay.
What's your name? What are the guards?
Just keeps his eyes forward and upward.
More importantly, do you have a favorite watering hole? And do they have happy hour?
Or performers.
Gavin own half brew.
I don't own it. I just manage
I
it.
don't know that.
I'm not uppity. I'm really manage it.
All guards get free ale at half brew.
That's
Happy hour.
the happy hour's half off.
So a guard's on the wall. What's a happy hour?
You're revolutionizing the city right now.
When does the guard shift change?
They ignore you.
Because that's what a happy hour is going to be.
You get to the top of the steps to the actual castle
Woo!
itself.
Man, I would. Does the king and queen have to do this? Is there an easier way?
Yeah, these stairs were not made for halflings.
Oh, man. I think I got my steps in for the day.
You hear footsteps coming toward you. Metallic footsteps.
Metallic?
As you see a fully plate mail armored female come around the corner.
Oh, my.
Greetings. They tell me you have something that belongs to the queen?
Well met.
Oh, you look like shiny sword.
Thank you.
We do have something for the queen, yes.
May I see it?
I think we would feel more comfortable
And
revealing
I would feel more comfortable
Sure.
being
That
four
makes perfect
strangers.
sense.
right now, out
Oh,
here in the open with
absolutely.
all of your guards.
I mean,
They are the queen's guards.
we're surrounded by them anyway.
And you can trust each and every one of them.
I trust
More so than I can trust you currently, yes.
See?
All right.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. I'm Gavin.
I am Sabina.
Sabina, that is a beautiful name. Do you hail from Corvosa? Because Sabina is not really a local name that I've recognized often.
The brooch, please.
Okay.
Can I see your eyes?
So,
I mean, she has no helmet on.
Oh.
She has-
So what I got going on up here?
my backpack
What,
there.
oh,
he
She's
wants to know
very,
which
very
ones.
beautiful.
I'm
Short
gonna,
hair.
I'm gonna try to persuade her, but without magic. Just being charming, and that's what I do. And I'm like, so
It's not. It's just. I'm gonna get the brooch out of my bed. It's wrapped in the thing.
And you notice
Yeah.
across those.
I'm gonna do it quiet or slowly. I'm not trying to get shot. Again.
I'm gonna keep that 9. It's not a huge one, but it's a 9. I feel pretty good about it. Your voice, the accent. Where's the hell from?
You're not unattractive for a halfling. The brooch.
Damn, she wants to get it on.
I've got it here. I'll unwrap it.
I think she likes me.
At
Very
least
good.
that makes someone out.
I'm afraid she looks specifically at you. Your weapons will have to remain here. They'll be returned when you leave, of course. But surely for the queen's safety, I'm afraid I must ask that you turn them over.
Makes perfect sense. I've heard some pretty horrible things being said out front about her. So
I'm gonna
sure.
toss it
You want me
to
to just take all this off right here? I start taking off my shirt.
Guy brings.
She just whistled at you.
No, one of the guards brings over a large wicker basket, sets it down. If you could place your items in there.
Well, I'm gonna stop for a second because I just want to see Eudifra here, and I'm gonna take it, pull out my thing because I can't wait to see. I'm like curious about how much weaponry she does carry around on her. I've been wondering this since we first met.
Oh, I have to give all my
Well, just-
stuff up?
Daggers just seem to pop out of places sometimes, like in a blink of an eye. So now I'm
I
paying
have
real close attention and curious as to, what all she's armed with, and
I'm gonna start to, get my stuff, and then I'm gonna look at him and
You're being a creep.
take your weapons
curious. Here's a light mace. Here's some. Okay, that one's a little weird. I don't want to explain that one. Dagger and a short bow. I'll carry all that around. Luckily, we don't have my head on us
off. The
anymore.
guardian to make sure that he
Sure, I'll just
left his maul and his flail and
Yeah.
his sword and his.
I'll just throw my whole backpack in the bucket, I guess.
Head and all.
Wait, no, I don't have that anymore.
I don't have a head.
We
threw
threw
the
it in the
toilet.
latrines.
Yes,
Right,
yeah.
right. But you still got the blood and guts from them.
Sure, yeah.
But there's one weapon that we just can't leave here. It's this killer smile.
What? What?
One, when you take the backpack off and throw it in that basket, the guard's holding the basket.
What?
But when you say that, Sabina locks eyes on you.
What? Batting for the other team, man.
If you'll follow me. She starts leading you up curved staircase.
That means the queen's single. Yeah, you can have her.
Works for me.
As you're walking, how do you wish to be introduced?
The magnificent Margot.
Apt.
I'm Gavin. Nice to meet you.
I am Garin Gagargan, Tanbottom, Slayer of Gobbleguts, Protector of Children.
Impressive. You round a corner, and beyond marble pillars draped in red, you see the throne.
Is the red the traditional colors, or is that something because the king's dead?
Tradition.
Is there any sign of anything being done for the king's death?
The queen is dressed head to toe in black.
Okay. And we've got her name. We've heard a little. She's an out of towner. She's from
Chiliacs. Or
Cheliac, so she's exotic. How tall?
5'6".
She obviously just came out of a relationship. She's sad. All right, just keeping these things in mind. Best way to make my play.
As you round the corner and approach the throne, Sabina steps aside.
My.
My queen, I present Margot the Magnificent, Gavin, Udifira, Garin Gregarin, son. No. What was it?
Gagarin Gagargan,
Gregargan.
Tanbottom,
Slayer of.
Slayer of Gobbleguts,
Protector of children.
Protector of Children.
She gets it right, I didn't.
Okay.
And on that last, the queen's veiled eyes linger on you.
Wherever they're getting these pigeons, I'm gonna have to order them because if they can feed you for this much time,
I'm only eating
I've
little
got
bits.
to have these at the restaurant from now on.
You can't, with that mouth, you can't.
Forget fried turkey, fried pigeon from now on.
You think that'd be cheaper.
This is the first time you've had an audience like this before, obviously. So the fact that the vaulted ceilings, marble floors and pillars, stained glass windows, the only light other than sunlight coming through the windows is fire in a fireplace. So the whole place is very pristine, but also just very empty. No courtiers, no nobles, no austere art pieces, just you, Sabina, and the queen. Sabina steps forward. You hand her the brooch, she turns, and you, as you've been taking in every curve of the queen.
Like, here's a single lady. She is going through some tough times. She is going to need a shoulder to cry on, even if she has to lean over to do it. And I've got some great shoulders. Everybody loves my shoulders. Yeah.
And you, because of the glint of the metal, notice the silver box sitting on her lap. Sabina turns, presents the brooch to Queen Iliosa. And you see the beginnings of a smile form on her face. She takes it from Sabina, runs her finger over it. This brooch was stolen some time ago. I, in all honesty, had not expected to ever see it again, truth be told. And yet, on my darkest day, you come before me bearing it. It's a very honorable deed. I'm going to take this as a sign of hope, of better days to come. She's looking at each of you, and you're not really certain. You get the impression she's talking to you at the same time, almost to herself. I love Corvosa, just as my husband did before me. His death has shocked the city just as it has me. But I will not see his legacy destroyed in death. I'm not going to see my city torn apart. All of Corvosa is currently standing at a precipice of disaster wrought by her own citizens. These riots cannot be allowed to continue. It is simply that simple. You have returned this to me. You have given me, I can't put it into words.
Brooch.
Thank you. You've done my heart a great service by returning this to me, and you will be rewarded.
Oh, potatoes.
Yet, perhaps, you can serve your city further.
We stopped riots?
We already know we're the rocks against which the storm is going to break, so I think we can serve the city.
The Corvosan Guard is stretched very, very thin.
One guard smashed into wall.
That wasn't actually a guard. That was. Yeah.
Bird guard.
Yeah.
Sabina steps forward.
We're getting off track. I apologize.
They could use the help of those such as yourselves. If you so choose, I shall have Sabina see to it that you have an escort of guards when you leave here, and they can see your safe journey to Citadel Volshenik. You know that to be the base of operations of the Corvosan Guard. I shall send word ahead of you to the Field Marshal, Cressida Croft, to let her know you're on your way, if you accept. But now, I need to retire to my chambers. Again, thank you for the kindness you've showed me today. You've no idea how much I needed this. And I hope your days of serving the city are only just beginning. She looks at Sabina and nods.
I'll take a deep bow, or whatever the official manner in which one should greet and say goodbye to royalty is.
She hands the box to Sabina and makes her way out of the throne room. Sabina waits until she is left and opens the box. Inside, it is lined with red velvet and 12 gold bars imprinted with the royal seal of Corvosa.
Approximate value in my head. But
You're going to guess each one's at least probably around 100 gold pieces. This, of course, is yours for returning the brooch. She closes it. Do you agree to aid the city?
I, of course, will always hate this city.
Yes.
It's my home.
I think we're on board.
I thought Gavin no like queen.
No. He was saying the queen of some other city.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gavin spit.
It was a different queen.
Absolutely, yes. Especially given Gavin's outspokenness against the queen. I was nervous about that. Also nervous that maybe, the queen would ask me to perform, and I would just be like a little bit nervous, which never happens to me. But she didn't. Thank goodness, right?
Protect children.
Gavin
yes.
loves this queen. Thinks she's doing a
The
great job.
Garn protect children.
I have a lot of questions, and I'm in because it's my health, and I was going to help out regardless. However, what just happened was very unusual for me. One, we just got to meet the queen by simply bringing in a piece of jewelry. Two, nobody accused us of stealing it or threatened to murder us, so that's a tad bit unusual. And three, the level of importance that that particular piece of jewelry had seems to have been unlike anything that I have ever seen in my life. So, can you fill me in on any of that? And does she have a favorite flower?
And do you have a favorite flower?
I do now.
What?
Do you have a weird Kit Kats?
She holds the box forward to whoever wishes to take it.
I take it and brush my fingers against hers.
Mental note.
Come with me, please.
Good move. I like it.
She leads you down the hall, back to the basket where your weapons are so you can collect them. The brooch was sentimental. One of the first items given to her by the king. And it was not only. She waits for the guards to leave. The brooch that allowed you in here. She specifically put out word for bands of individuals such as yourselves. She knows that the guard is not handling things well. There are too few. Too few against an entire city that seems ready to rise up and destroy.
It's true. Guards are trained great in the way of use of swords and harming people or bringing in justice through, a mailed fist. But honeyed words are what you're going to need now. You need to soothe the frail hearts of a wounded beast.
Something you would seem well suited for.
Well, no, that's Margot's job. But I'm not bad.
This way.
'Cause I can rhyme from time to time.
She's pointing out different guards. Each one looks up. You will be the escort for these fine individuals. They are heroes of Corvosa. You will escort them to Citadel Bolshevik. There they will see Headmaster Croft. Pink Rose. She walks off. The guards.
Any of your questions?
The guard steps forward.
Well met. I'm Gavin. Hero of Corvosa. Maybe you've heard.
We have.
Oh, awesome. What's your name?
I am Herod.
Herod?
Herod.
Herod. I apologize. Herod. Where is the local drinking establishment for the guard?
I'm sorry.
What is the favorite watering hole of the guard?
He's not going to leave you alone until you tell him.
An establishment that began by a former guard. It is called the Iron Cup.
It's always the way. All right, I respect that. Okay.
Shall we go?
Absolutely. Lead the way, good sir. Or should we go and you will follow us? How is it you want to proceed? What's going to make your life easiest?
Our job is to escort you and protect you on your route.
Okay.
The streets they're
unruly right now.
And full of ghosts.
Is this one all right in the head?
No, he's not.
Very
But
well.
It's all in a good place.
Yes. Ghosts. We shall protect you from them.
Yes.
This way, please.
Thank you.
And so with royal escort, you leave the castle, and everyone who is down at the bottom of the pyramid at its base are now watching you very closely. Lapdogs of the Queen!
Well,
Cake sniffers.
Cake sniffer.
And they lead you toward Citadel Bolshevik. And it is here we will end.
Happy hour at Fresh Brew, Queen's Beach.